twitch.tv/MeLove. They said that he was dead. They said that they had finally been able to kill him. But little did they know that he was just as spooky as ever. And we're back for scariest videos ever. But in like probably 10 minutes when more people have seen the link and showed up. So until that time, listen to these spooky songs and just know that I appreciate you watching my content. That feeling when you go out into the desert and you see some ground and you take your surfboard on it and then you go. That's what we call surf and turf. Hello Slimy One and hello Sad Primo. Lovely to see you both today. It's just a big chillin' o'clock. We want to get the maximum number of humans on Earth seeing this. I'm going for 100%, but I'm honestly be fine with like an 80% run right now. Like if we get like what 3/4 of the human populace, that's probably pretty achievable for a Twitch stream in this day and age. Yeah, that works for me. Back on the goddamn Oberdin OST, this music fills my brain with terrible, evil boat thoughts. And I think it does a good job of setting the tone that I kind of want. I'm be real with you folks. I'm usually like pretty apprehensive before we start streaming. Like, you know, I'm talking in front of people online. But, ooh, these streams scare me. Ooh, this is a scary time. And speaking of which, I'll say this again in a little bit, but maybe I should have briefed people more so in how much of like a horror stream and game this is. Like, this is a spooky game. Like, this is spooky, scary things, and like, you know, I should maybe put like a content warning for like murder and violence, and also like, I mean, there's gonna be a fair bit of police content in this because, you know, this one specifically deals with like, you know, crime kind of from a human perspective. So, you know, just stuff to be aware of. Like, I didn't get any fucking, like, hate mail or anything. Just, you know, something I should maybe be aware of. So, yeah, we chilling in the bog for a little bit, waiting for things to kick off. I'm probably shooting for, like, 7:15, maybe. See how we go. I've been tweeting. Actually, I've not been tweeting. I should probably get to tweet. I'm a little quiet. I'm being a little bit hush-hush, but I'll raise my mic volume up a little bit. Every time I do a Dead by Daylight stream, I fucking scream my gourd out, so I limit my decibels a little bit, because I don't want to peak the mic too much, because that shit's unprofessional. I don't like it very much. Interesting. I've gotten 2 reports saying that I'm a bit quiet now, and like, my output hasn't really changed that much. I was like speaking quietly before, but we'll see how it goes. If we get further complaints, I'll raise it up further. I just don't want to have I don't want to peak my mic too much because I'm using a very shitty webcam. And I don't want the music too loud because, again, I don't want it to be fucking drowning out people's gourds. I'm saying gourds a lot today. I don't even like them too much. Wait a fuck, was that? Okay, fuck. Streamlabs doesn't like me. I've never had a positive encounter with this fucking application. It never goddamn works. Like, obviously, I enjoy using it, and it works very well for the streams I like to do and the content that I like to make, but goddamn, it doesn't seem to like me very much, because it's always throwing whack shit at me. Weird. No, I mean, that's super fair, and I, as always, like, if I'm quiet, I would rather know about it than have people not be able to hear me. Is this... Everyone be very careful whenever M3 asks a question. It's kind of like a fairy, like he might try to steal your identity. Is this about that funny band that you love so much, M3? Is this about the boys in blue? Oh, fuck! I have to put up, if I keep doing this, I'd like to put up any fan art that I get for Surf and Turf. And I got the first piece of Surf and Turf fan art right after the last stream. And oh fuck, I probably have this saved somewhere. Oh, the funny cool band Wozer. I love Wozer. I'll pop this in my desktop and I'll call it Surf and Funny. Then I'll go to my file, I'll go to desktop, find Surf and Fun. If I'm still quiet, please let me know. Drop this funny. I have to organize my. You guys are never gonna see my desktop because somehow someone would find a way to like use up that information against me. But goddamn, I need to fix this shit. What? Again, Streamlabs, what are you doing? That is not the image that I copied over. If you see this image of the seagull in the background, it just kind of did that again. Fucking... Also, I don't know if anybody else has had this issue, but whenever I try to download images from, like, Discord, it saves them as some weird file compression type, and I just can't, like, use them as an image. Yes, I want to replace Surf and Funny because it didn't work. Yeah, what the fu- it saves it... it just saves it as... The type is file. Like, it tries to... It says, oh, you want to say this is like a PNG or whatever. Oh, yeah, Bacon? Also, welcome to the stream, Bacon Swoop, but... tell me about this Criminal Minds episode. Was there murder? Was there murder in Spookies? Because that's going to happen tonight. For anybody on right now who did not see... did not catch the last episode of Surf and Turf Open Season, once we actually get into shit with the boys, we'll get a little bit of a recap going. Again, we're just chilling right now, waiting for a couple more people to trickle in, and for people to be aware of the gospel that is this fucking stream, as I try to get the first piece of Surf and Turf fan art up on the screen. If you make fan art for this fucking monstrosity of a Twitch stream that I do, you too could have it shown in the pre-stream showcase. Where the fuck is this image? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can see a hint of it there, and I don't know why I can't get it working on screen. This is bad. It's not in Surf and Turf pics. Again, I have it, like, I could just download it from... The only place I have it is a Discord chat. Is it just in my downloads? Is it this? It's not this. Oh, that's an old download. Why does it start me off with my fucking last downloads? Yeah, it doesn't like, no, it's not on any of the layers. Like, I just literally can't copy it over. Like, the issue is not Streamlabs this time, it's literally downloading the image from... Oh, that's cute, Bacon. Oh, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that idea. Yo, Alex, because you're the person who made this fucking fan art, could you just send it to me on Messenger or something, and then I'll get it on screen that way. That will mark the beginning of this stream, when I can show the fucking Surf and Turf fan art live on screen. So yeah, if you could do that for me, my friend, that would be greatly appreciated. And as I was saying, if you do fan art or fan content for Surf and Turf, you too could have it be put on the screen at the beginning of this, whatever the fuck, to show how good you are at being a fan of twitch.tv/MeaslyMeatloaf. Oh. Okay, I've got all my technical stuff worked out now. Now it's just about getting that cute image. Okay, yeah, okay, this is actually saving it as an image this time, not just as a file type file. Why is it so compressed? God fucking damn it. Here it is. It's the Surf and Turf boys on the cover of Weezer's Blue album. And the challenge for you, if you're watching this, is to make better fan art than this. This is all I've got, so it's all I'm given. I will say Alex made this fucking frighteningly fast. Oh good, I'm glad when more viewers show in whenever I have some dumb fucking image on the screen. Alright, let's see if this is working. Okay, the image is working. Gonna minimize this. Gonna minimize this. Music's off. Gonna have my actual thing open. And I'm unmuted, meaning that the other people on this call can hear me now. Is that correct? Can I get a wow?
That is correct.
Oh,
That is
God,
correct.
you're
Yes.
so loud, Henry.
Absolutely.
Am I?
You were loud on my end. I'm just gonna do a
I
real
haven't
quick.
changed anything about my mic setup.
Before I, yeah, but I might have changed something about my weird Discord capturing. Just real quick, can I get a Chris? Can you say one word, please?
One word, please.
Nice, man. Henry,
Chris.
that's good. Reese.
Turbo chicken.
Oh, okay. To the two of you that got really close to your mic, thank you. You know, people in the audience, were any of them way too over audible or way too under audible? We in the business call that quiet or loud. Sorry to get really technical on you guys tonight, but we're really rocking in with the big guns.
Ugh, the jargon is so obnoxious.
It's bad. It's
Ooh.
super bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we really work in a really. It's a pretty toxic work environment here.
Reese is very loud.
Reese is very loud.
I think so.
According to. Oh, did you tune into the stream?
Yeah.
Nice. How's that for you? I'm glad you're finally a fan, man. It's big for me.
Yeah. Well, it's my 3-month subiversary, actually.
Oh fuck! I need to make a third month sub icon because I've only got one for the first month and the second month.
Oh.
After the second month, your skull. I guess you don't even have the skull anyways because you subscribed
No,
too
I don't.
early.
Nobody gave it to me. You didn't think anyone would make it this long?
I didn't think anything. I'm pretty neglectful. Nice. And with that, the boys are visible. We didn't quite catch the sneeze. But welcome one, welcome all, ladies, germs, and people with perms to Surf and Turf, open. What's that, Sad Primo? You have a first thingy? Oh, you have. I see. You don't have the skull. I got the skull. Everybody, look at my cool skull. I got a skull. He's got the glowy background. That's what you get for having a tier 3 sub. But no one do that because it's like way too much money to give me a month. He's got little eyes on his face. It's the boys.
Hello,
It's
boys.
the actors that play the characters in Surf and Turf: Open Season, an Evil Hat Games Monster of the Week system.
As you can see right now, Ska is just skyrocketing.
It's a pretty funny joke, man. Interrupting me like that with my funny ska line. Thanks for giving me money, Henry. I love it. Wait, no, it's Prime. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm not giving
You're
shit.
not giving me shit.
As you can see right now,
God damn
Ska
it!
just
This is
skyrocketing.
I'm being co-opted by my own content. Yo, we've got a hype train super close. Someone else sub gift or use bits now to start a hype train. 12 viewers, insane. For those of you not in the know, I love actual play RPGs. But more specifically called tabletop RPGs. They're very, very fun. They're a great way to, tell a story with your friends, play a video game without the video and more of the game. Now, when I approached me a couple months ago saying, hey, could you DM something on twitch.tv/measlymeatloaf, at first I was apprehensive. But I just remembered that I'm great at it, so here we go.
Is that your recap?
And,
the first episode?
and we're back in the action.
That's all that happened.
So... If any of you have watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, Stranger Things, fucking Twin Peaks or whatever, anything where there's magic and goons and ghouls in the real world with real people problems, that's what Monster of the Week kind of, bites on. If you didn't watch the first episode, it's all up on my YouTube channel, and if you scroll down or up, depending on what browser that you are using, you can find a link to my YouTube channel. I would suggest subscribing, as I upload VODs for every single one of my streams, and occasionally highlights for some of the funny moments therein. But the entire first episode is up there. It's about 2 hours long, and I think it's a good time. So either listen to this recap and be a bit confused, or miss this stream and don't get me views, and that's not an option. So last time we were introduced to Cabaret, California, a bustling but confusing small city by the sea right in the middle of fucking nowhere in California, in the Santa Maria district, somewhere that people don't talk about a lot. They have flowers, they have a lot of state fairs, and it's a lot of the side of California that California doesn't want you to think about. It's still like a, more progressive area than the world around it, but it's near to the Mexico border, so there's a lot of white people being shitty. Now, Cabaret was a military town for a good several years until some tech companies swooped in and started giving that real big money. Pretty much a 24-hour town. Most businesses, if they're not open all hours, they have call lines for most hours of the day, and people just assume it's because, tech people need stuff in the middle of the night because the crunch crisis is a real thing and it's bad. Capcom has an office in Cabaret, California. It's called CACACA. Now, Nice stuff, man. Now, little do people know that this is a town is actually a real hotspot for ghouls and ghosties, such as vampires, demons, angels, and maybe even an occasional wolf man. We were introduced to Cabaret, California by a young man named Trent Kotry, an up-and-comer and a go-getter who likes to play hockey, take long walks on the beach with his girlfriend, and just have a good time. Trent?
Sorry, I'm still still laughing over the CACACA joke.
And would you believe that that was not pre-written? I'm just that good, man. Reese, introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Reese, also known as Zundarel, measly moderator.
Nice.
Playing Trent Kotry, my pararomantic character of this wistful adventure.
I'd call it pretty wistful. Now, Trent went on his way to work at a local general store called Commander and Shear's General Store, a quirky 24-hour store where you can buy or do most of anything. You don't need a Walmart. You don't need a hardware store. Just go to Commander and Shear's and they'll hook you up. Now, it was cleaning night at Commander and Shear's, the one night out of the week where the store is not open 24 hours a day and is in fact only open like 9 or whatever. And overnight, for a good few hours, the store is cleaned through. Occasionally they do inventory or like internal revenue review. Logger night in the chat. We're doing some recap, my good sir, so take notes. This will be on the test. There is a few managers at Commander and Shear's. Chiefly, there is Daniel T., who is the owner and proprietor of the strange business. But the working managers that night were one Vernon Roberts and Kevin. Chris, tell us a little bit about Vernon.
Vernon is a 108-year-old vampire and a nighttime manager at Commander and Shear's.
He deals with the
His
bags. He deals with the downstairs.
Deals with the bags, deals with those dirty beans, deals with the orders. His hobbies include reading and not much else.
And also eating whole rats like a fucking monster. And working on the floor, Trent had to deal with his eccentric and mysterious but invested day manager, Kevin. Henry, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about Kevin.
My name is a friend of the stream and measly moderator, GamerHorse69, aka Henry, aka Trent.
No.
No. That's right, I'm taking Reese's character.
Damn, big stuff.
It's a big power move. No, I'm playing Kevin. He's a divine. He's which is an angel of sorts, sent to Earth on a divine quest. And he is some sort of a manager at Commander and Shear's. I think like a stock manager. I don't know if he knows.
But
he works in mysterious
ways. He moves in mysterious ways, of course, yeah. So Trent got to work, dealt with his managers. We went through kind of the rigmarole of a quiet day at Commander and Shear's General Store, and then as night drew in, friend of the store and fellow boy Vic Timothy, who's a friend of Trent's, showed up. Was acting a little bit strange. Trent was asking what was going on. Vic went outside and got brutally murdered in the parking lot by 4 rat men, which I'm told was a bit of a tonal shift for the night. And I'm sorry if you got a bit of whiplash from that. There was a bit of a fight that ensued. Vic's body was recovered and then quickly stolen again by a rat man carrying a bag. The other one seemed to have disappeared, one of which running into a sewer grate in the basement of Commander and Shear's. Trent went off to Vic's house to fulfill his last promise to his good friend, to feed his cat and make sure that it went okay, and Kevin, feeling a certain level of responsibility for his employee seemingly, went after Trent to make sure that he was okay. Vernon stayed behind and dealt with the big city detective who was seemingly in town working the case, making sure that things were going kind of smoothly. Now, before we get into the thing proper, something that I am super shamelessly stealing from Anthony Birch of Dungeons and Daddies fame is I think that a little bit of levity at the beginning of a session and a little bit of world building at the beginning of a session is good. So I'm going to ask you 3 2 questions about your characters. One that you've had a bit of time to prepare for, and one that you've absolutely not. Now, Trent, Kevin, and Vernon, who's your character's top Spotify artist? Trent, I believe you have
In what order?
Trent, I believe you have something prepared for this.
I do have a top 5.
Oh, insane! So if you
Trent's
so
artist.
Trent goes to myspotifystats.biz or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, and
Yeah.
he pulls that shit off.
We've got in the number 1 spot, Tame Impala, of course.
Of course.
In the number 2 spot, Childish Gambino.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In the number 3 spot is the Chainsmokers.
Mm-hmm.
The number 4th spot is Hosier.
Okay.
And the 5th and final spot is Rihanna.
And we really don't need to
Wow.
have a single scene with Trent and the rest of the podcast because you got everything you need to know
Wow.
about him right
Yeah.
from that. Wow.
That
A
is a trend.
podcast full of character. Sorry, what a playlist full of podcasts.
What a podcast full of music.
of
Vernon
fame.
or Kevin, do you have any thoughts about what your character's top Spotify artist would be?
Well,
Not really
Vernon's.
a hobby,
Ooh.
but
Ooh.
I've been pretty into Jimmy Buffett recently.
Of course. Of course. I mean, obviously.
Kevin style.
Kevin style.
Kevin style.
Sitting in his shack on the beach, shitting in his sack on the bleach. Vernon, what about you?
Vernon's top Spotify artist, and just for the record, Vernon personally does not use much Spotify. He only uses it on the work computer and very seldom. It is Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, of course.
Of course, beautiful. What's he like? I was about to say Moonlight Sonata. That's not Tchaikovsky. Nutcracker?
That is not.
Is Nutcracker Tchaikovsky?
Nutcracker is Tchaikovsky,
Nice.
but Vernon's more into the miscellaneous orchestral works.
Wow. Pretty cool.
He's on that new shit.
He really wants to bring in a really, truly unapproachable atmosphere when someone needs to talk to him in his office.
Oh, incredibly, truly.
Now, when we last left our boys off, sorry, we've also got the the second,
Oh, the one that we didn't prepare
the one that
for?
you didn't have time to
Sorry.
prepare
Surprise
for.
question, the bonus one.
Dream first date location. Hit me with it, Trent.
First date, right?
Yeah. Trying to woo, trying to hew.
Possibly. So, movie magic. That phrase exists for a reason. You go to the cinema, you catch a nice movie. Afterwards, you take a lovely walk down the main street, perusing the miscellaneous shops and such.
for
Maybe
sure.
get a little treat of ice cream or gelato
Ooh.
before walking along the beach as the sun sets in the distance. And you just are there with each other.
So Trent doesn't like spending a lot of money on a first date, huh?
Oh, he will, but it's just like,
He'll spring for that Carhartt vest if she looks cold.
no. Let me put it this way.
I'll buy one for her?
If she's eyeing up the Skittles at concession, Trent's got it covered.
Ooh.
Nice movie and a walk, and he springs for the Skittles, ladies, and he's
Wow.
not
And a
single.
Carhartt vest.
Yeah. Vernon, if Vernon was to go on a first date with somebody, where would he take them?
Let's just some brief descriptions. A desert.
Nice.
At night, of course, preferably far away from civilization, with plenty of good shrubbery and rocks to hide the body.
Oh, I thought that was going a different direction. Never mind. That's cute. Hey guys, fucking watch out for Vernon, I guess. And if Kevin wants to have a nice night on the town, maybe a first date style. He's just met this person, but he wants to woo
Yeah.
them. Does he
How's
fucking
the
murder
casino
them?
sound?
What is a casino? You know what? That sounds accurate. Somewhere with good air and better beer.
Sure. With gambling.
I like the idea of Kevin
Oof.
being a piece of arm candy.
And also, if you have any surf and turf Rule 34, don't send it to me. Now,
Send it to me.
send it to
Wink,
Kevin. Yeah,
wink.
we ended off
Send it all
last.
to Kevin.
We ended off last session with Vernon kind of tuckering down for the night in his office across the hall from Mads, the commander-in-chief's accountant, getting ready for a busy day tomorrow of police investigation and general headachery. And we had Kevin and Trent on the beach near Kevin's fucking villa or whatever you would call it. Would you call it like a bungalow?
I'd call like a bungalow / sort of beach shack.
A little bit of a shack for sure.
Yeah.
I'm kind of picturing the Stardew Valley beach shack that Elliot has.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were
Yeah,
definitely talking
pretty
about a lot of
accurate.
like hanging glass buoys.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of objects.
A lot of stuff for sure.
A lot of stuff in
So
there.
we are going to. Let's see if I can find one of my images. One of my cute little. I don't think we're gonna stick. You know what? We'll stick with the gull for now. So we cut to Trent and Kevin. Kevin just having received some pretty. I guess I should maybe recap that bit too. Kevin receiving some pretty first-degree injuries from a mysterious assailant and from the Ratman earlier in the night. Trent being physically fine, emotionally wet, seeing as you just teleported to the middle of the ocean. And you have now washed up onto the shore, and we are back in that scene right about now.
I'd also say physically wet.
Physically quite wet, for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it the same night or the next morning?
So, up to you guys. At the end of last session, you were saying that Kevin was tuckering out. He did need not immediate, but pretty immediate medical attention.
Yeah.
So if Trent was looking to, help him out, that would make sense.
Trent can't really think of any way to get his, because we're like kind of outside the town, right? Like we're not like, it's not like a nice easy walk to get back to town.
No, you guys are a good, I'm gonna say probably 5 miles away from like the city limits, right, Kevin?
Yeah, like it would be probably like a pretty good drive to get back.
And since we teleported into the ocean, Trent doesn't really see any physical way to get Kevin to like a hospital. And he wouldn't even know if that was like the proper thing to do.
Yeah, seeing as you just saw this guy leaking water as opposed to blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, Kevin, you were in the ocean for a little bit, which is like a source of support for you. So you're not feeling terrible, but you are in a bad way. You are. I was describing him last time as like a bit desaturated. He's not all there, and Kevin's never fully there to begin with. So yeah, you boys go for it in the scene. Have at her.
And this is still like we've just washed up, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much in media res, end of last stream.
Yeah.
Kevin, are you okay?
I think I need a bit of time to rest. Bit of a rest might be in order.
You've
just need to.
You've taken a lot of hits, bud, and I don't really know what to do. You're not really, like, are you hurt?
Quiet, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
It's time for bed.
Okay.
Now,
I put my head down in the sand.
Now, Kevin, there's been a few times before where you've needed, medical attention that the hospital could not do for you. And I believe you are familiar with the person that you would need to be getting this from. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, just putting that out there. So yeah, we see Kevin taking a lovely little nap on a bit of a dune.
Yeah, Trent is going to muster up as much energy as he can after doing that triathlon swim.
Oh, for sure.
To lift up Kevin and walk him into assumedly what is his cabana. Before laying him on the bed.
I'm gonna say, that's not something you would need to roll for. I'm gonna say, actually, you know what, Henry? I'm gonna say that Kevin is either unexpectedly light or heavy. Which one?
Light. I'm gonna say light at the moment.
You pick him up, and he's kind of like an empty pail of water.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you sling him pretty easily over your shoulder, and you trod your way down this beach. Again, quite wet. Your phone's in your pocket. It's absolutely fucked. You left the backpack on Vic's porch, so thankfully you did not teleport the cat to the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
And you see the unlocked door of this strange little beach cabana. There's a small wooden statue of like a bear on the front porch. There's several rocking chairs and a few tables laid out with half-finished puzzles and full hands of solitaire all on the go. And you head inside and you see all manner of ancient urns and concert posters and what seems to be the memorabilia of several hundreds of lifetimes lived on this earth. And what's the bed situation like in here, Kevin?
Hammock.
There's a hammock. There's
A hammock with too wide of an too high a grit of a net, if that makes sense.
So there's an
Like,
intensely wide or fine hammock.
it's or I guess too low of a grit, like the or not grit, but like, there's like the holes in the net are bigger than they should be for a hammock. It's like an old fashioned.
There's a very wide gauge hammock strung between his fridge and a post on his wall.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of sitting there.
Big.
I'm guessing
There
you
it is.
chuck them on top.
Yeah, chuck them on top before like passing out in the corner.
Okay, so you guys have a lovely little sleep there, and I will return to you in the morning. Now, and I gotta switch scenes real quick, ladies and frickin' germs. Now Vernon.
Yes.
How have you been kind of tuckering out this evening? You're in your office. You've got maybe a nice crystal glass of blood from your little mini fridge.
Freshly squeezed rat.
Also, again, content warning to anyone watching this for violence, horror, and brutality, because it's gonna come up. It's rat cruelty. It's gonna come up again. And don't get me wrong, I love a good rat, but Vernon also loves a good rat a little bit too much.
It really does.
Vernon, your bright green original iMac PC sits there proudly on your dark black IKEA desk.
Oh, yes.
And you see that you have a few notifications in your email client. Now, is Vernon a Hotmail man, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely not a Gmail man.
Yeah, no, he's probably like V Roberts at InShears.general or something like that. It's really not. It's the SEO is really bad on that one.
It's a horrendous email address.
It's pretty scary. Scariest thing that we're gonna see in this stream so far.
Oof.
You have you've got a couple of responses from shippers being oh yeah, mystery meat will come in tomorrow first thing, first light by the blood of the fallen moon or whatever the fuck. Just usual fucking company boilerplate shit. And you also have an email from a contact of yours, someone who you've not talked to in quite some time. Now, Vernon, you're not, I wouldn't call you infamous, but you're known amongst the less than human people as someone who can get them kind of what they need, right? That's probably kind of a side hustle that I would describe. You have an email from Mariana. Mariana is a contact of yours who, I'm gonna say has probably helped you get. You've needed weapons before, and Mariana's gotten you weapons. Tell us.
How else do you think I got my shotgun?
How else? Yeah, Mariana got you your shotgun. I think is incredibly fair. Now, Mariana is not human. What is she?
Mariana. She is actually a werewolf.
Very nice. Okay, cool. So, you see, you see, M Tooth Bro at hotmail.biz has sent you an email. She is also from Ohio. Tall Man raises a very good point.
Yep.
And it's contact information required, usual pay, incentivized. There's been blood, and then her usual tag, and then whatever. Do you respond to this email as of right now, or have you had a stressful enough night? Do you think?
I think I'll send off a quick response before I try to do some minor healing. I will quickly. I'll in brief ask her to be a little more specific as to what this pay is referring to.
And pretty much, and this email was sent probably an hour or so ago. It was a pretty recent email, and you get a response almost immediately as you begin your vampire style meditation or whatever it is that you do. It's 3 of my kin were killed tonight. Some fucker with a gun, definitely not human. I need to know more. I'm in Cabaret, basically. And yeah, you know that Mariana and her pack kind of move through California pretty freely. They like to stay in like there's a lot of like wide rolling hills outside of Cabaret, which is a pretty good hunting spot for, wolfkin of the like. Werewolves are no fucking like tricky customer. Like they are hard to kill. And the fact that 2 have been brought down in one night is probably a little troubling. And at the bottom, it just says unspoiled blood in response to your what is the pay.
Ooh. Yes. That's
pure
some
stuff.
good shit right there.
Some of that top shelf red.
Gourmet stuff right there. Ooh, yeah, I will respond asking for if there are any more details on who this assailant was.
And you get another email back again, this time incredibly quickly. And there's a couple of like typos in it, like it's being written in like a bit of a hurry. We never saw them. They were using silver, pretty obviously if they were killing these werewolves. They were not alone, and they were not alive. But that's all. She sends back to you.
All right, I will respond with thank you for the info, and I will keep you posted as things develop.
Cool stuff.
Sincerely, Vernon.
Warmly, Vernon Roberts.
Coldly.
Coldly.
Quite cold.
Quite chilly. There's ghosts in my background. Don't worry about that. Now, is that you tuckering in for the night?
Yeah, I think Vernon will now actually attempt to use some magic to heal one harm from
for sure.
Injury he sustained from
what
the.
What does this look like? What's Vernon's magic kind of style?
Well, I think for healing wounds such as this one, it's more sort of I think definitely a bit of directly applying blood to the wound.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be the tall glass of rat right there. And then just sort of trying to tense up and you'll focus those healing in that
sure.
one spot. So
roll me use magic, please.
All right. Ooh, spicy. That is a 14.
Let me scroll to my page. I've got the actual physical book, folks. I spared no expense for this stream, and I bought this like 2 years ago.
Just for this stream.
So you got a 13, sorry?
No, that is a 14.
A 14, Jesus. Good golly, good gosh.
11 plus 3.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so you you've got probably like a little like small bookshelf underneath your desk, and you kind of like thumb through the pages, start chanting in maybe a bit of ancient Mesopotamian, perhaps a little bit of pre-Latin, pre-Slavic Romanic languages, and this blood just kind of wipes all up and down your arm, and you're I guess it would also, you had a little slash across your face, and you're feeling energized and well rested. And as you finish this up, you hear a knock on your office door.
Oh, all right. I put away the blood, and then I go to answer it.
And you see Mads is standing there, and she's just kind of like, can I have a minute? I know we're kind of doing this little sleepover thing, but I need to, I want to like suss out, something. You saw a bit more of what happened tonight than I did, and I have a feeling that we're going to be talking to a lot of fucking deputies tomorrow, so I'd like to have a little bit more information.
All right, yes. If you think that would make things easier, then yes, I'm down to chat.
I'm going to be smoking a cigarette while we're doing this. Do you mind if I do it in your office, Vernon?
If I keep the door open, I do.
No, for sure.
Good ventilation is important.
Absolutely. CO2 is no joke, especially here in California. It's something we have to be very careful of with all the forest fires. I completely understand. And Mads just kind of sits down in the corner, pulls out a Commander and Cheers branded matchbook, and strikes up a cigarette. It's like, okay, can you... Vernon, I need you to be 100% fucking honest with me, okay? Were those rat men? Was that a rat man that attacked you? Because it ran past me and went into that sewer grate. Was that a rat man?
I'm pretty sure that wasn't a rat man.
Cool. See, that's what I wanted to hear. That's what
Yeah,
I
I'm
really,
not-
really wanted you to say. Because I'm gonna be fucking real with you, man. I thought that was a rat man.
I don't think Ratmen are the kind of things that even exist in this world. I think.
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to roll manipulate someone.
All right. Oh no, that's a that's 4 plus 2. That is a 6.
Oh no. Okay, mark experience, and she just like looks at you. Vernon,
Yes.
did this
No
thing?
Ratman.
So this thing that attacked you, it had 3 knives. Then
I mean, yes. You know, teenagers they can be awfully crafty. In fact, if I recall, you know, in the Fury of things, I believe it did have 1 in each hand and a 3rd in the mouth.
because it does, and she walks up to you and she holds her hand up to your face like this and just kind of goes. Okay, so it's not. It's a team that did a fucking One Piece move against you, and now you have rat. Also,
Yes.
that shouldn't be a scar by now, Vernon.
Well, it was. I was hardly grazed. It wasn't much.
Yeah, no, but you were bleeding a lot, and now that is shiny scar tissue, Vernon.
Don't worry about it. I just a lot of blood. You know, there are a lot of capillaries. You know, on the cheek there. You know, once you just wipe it all away, it dries up pretty quickly.
Vernon, I'm not an absolute idiot. Thank you. It's pretty clear that there's weird shit going on, of course. Just
I mean,
be straight with me. That was a rat
yes.
man. What the hell do we tell the police tomorrow? Also,
I
where
mean-
are Kevin and Trent, actually?
I
First-
love Mads.
All
Can I
right.
just
So
say?
first thing, well,
I like that
On
man
the-
watches anime.
Ratman thing. I'm very, very not certain they're Ratman. I'm very certain they were just some scruffy teenagers.
Uh-huh.
You know,
With whiskers.
you've seen the youth. They can be all sorts of horrendous shapes and sizes and all sorts of weird textures.
I really
yeah.
wish we had a fucking HR person, Vernon, because I would have some things to say to them about you. Okay, so
Well, there's a reason we don't. Now, and as for my other two the other two workers, well, that's the one part I'm not entirely certain. Like I'm certain those were not Ratmen, but I genuinely have no idea where those other two went. They just left.
I don't think that Kevin or Trent killed Vic. I saw 4.
No. From what I understand and from what I saw and heard, I'm pretty certain it was the scruffy teenagers who killed Ricky over there.
Yeah,
but
just a tiny bit of respect for the dead, please. Okay, so the scruffy teenagers, Vernon,
yes.
killed Vic and disappeared and took his body, or Kevin or Trent did that.
Yeah. The thing is, most of the teams they were off out of the property when, because we had brought Vic's we had brought, I believe it was Trent who brought his body inside, so I think most of them had run off by then. So I'm pretty certain. I think maybe Trent and Kevin just ran off to get first aid help, even though I had called the police at that point.
Yeah. So
I'm going to
what I'm going to tell the police tomorrow morning, and Vernon, we have to have the
All
same
right.
story on this one, or else we will both be implicated in the
yes,
murder
yes.
of an employee of ours, which is not a good
Yes.
move.
Yes.
What I'm going to tell the police and Daniel tomorrow is that there were 4 scruffy hirsute teenagers. They all had some real
Yes.
beards on them,
Yes.
and they. Did you see Vic actually die? Because the door was open, but it's busy down here. So let's just say
I'm not sure I saw the moment of his death, but I definitely saw some sort of Vic-shaped thing being dragged around by the teens.
Yeah, and then Trent went in after them. Admirable of the kid if he had not left. Admirable of him if he was not immediately implicating himself in the murder, right?
Yes.
So we will, tomorrow morning, go over all this with Detective Numbnuts. I don't get his name wrong, right? Get his name wrong.
Yes, yeah.
Vic, a good kid who died. Like, sure, was he high at work? Yes, but he still did his job a little bit.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we tell them, okay, 4 teenagers.
4 teenagers, yes.
Killed Vic. We didn't see this
Killed
happen.
Vic. Did not see that happen. I was in the basement. I came up, ran up. Trent, against orders, ran out to fight them along with Kevin.
So against company policy, like so absolutely
Oh.
against company policy, right?
No.
Yeah.
That was outlined in the handout we gave in the hiring booklet.
Oh yeah, fuck man. Yeah, what's in that glass? Can I get a drink, please? I'm really beat.
You really wouldn't want it. It's a Bloody Mary.
I guess there's no clam juice in it. I prefer a Caesar, to be fair. Yeah, okay. Next time, get the Clamato. Yeah. Wait, we have Clamato upstairs. What am I talking about? And she walks out and goes upstairs to get some clam juice. What is that?
I down the glass.
So like 10 minutes later, Mads comes back in, like still smoking her fucking cigarette. And she's, I guess I'll drink clam. Do you have any booze? Like, this is a bad night. Trent, or the Vern.
Oh, this is the last of it. I needed it.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go to sleep soon on my desk, I guess. So the cops are gonna be here early tomorrow morning. You don't seem like someone who has issues with getting up early. I've never seen you during the daytime. But, okay. Some teens killed Vic. We did not intervene. We tried to contact the police. One ran past you and attacked you. And it... What did you told Yinzer that it left downstairs, yeah? Okay.
Yes, it ran away, and yeah, I think it's gone.
Do you know? I mean, okay, this is Vernon. This is not the last conversation that we're having, and you know that, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
So, but for now, is there anything that you've not told me that I would need to know?
Well, about that one teen that ran in, I'm pretty. I heard some running around. They may have gone into the sewers.
Yeah, Brent's supposed to be in tomorrow morning. Brent was back there. I'll see if we can ask him about it. But yeah, that's less than Vernon. Whole situation less than ideal. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
for sure, less than ideal for me and this company. Yes. I'm the one who has to fucking call Daniel tomorrow. This is bad. Okay, so have a great night's sleep. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. And don't leave, right? And next time, I would appreciate it if you saved me some red wine. Actually.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
I'll have to restock.
Thank you, Vernon. Have a good night.
You too.
And she walks out the door.
All right. I close the door to my office, turn off the lights, turn on a bit of Tchaikovsky, and I rest for the evening.
Insane. Absolutely insane way to end your night. Okay, we are going to pop on over to the next morning. It is back. We're back on the beach. We're back on the beach with the Beach Boys doing their beach things. And we see Kevin kind of looking skinny and out of it in his, hammock. And Trent, where did you fall asleep last night?
Literally threw his body into the hammock. And then, my muscles were very, very tired. So just kind of wherever there was space.
For sure. There was probably a beanbag chair on the ground with a lot of robes and capes on it.
Yeah, sounds good.
A big old pile of clothing that seemingly Kevin dives into every morning and emerges out of with a new combination of impossibly clashing patterns. So Trent, I'm going to say that you definitely wake up first. Trent strikes me as kind of an early riser, yeah?
Yeah, but he is a bit groggy and a bit, emotionally drained.
Yeah, so it's about 9 a.m. And you are... Sorry, there's a dog behind you. It's 9 a.m. You're emotionally and physically drained, and you see Kevin lying there on the hammock, and underneath him you saw like a crate full of like comic books, and they are all sodden through with water that's leaked out of Kevin's body.
Now, can I just ask? Do I don't recover any harm from sleeping, right? Because it's unstable.
You're still very much on. I'm gonna say recover 1 just from like not being moved for too long, but do not unmark unstable. You're still in a very poor way.
Oh, do I recover 1 harm as well for sleeping?
Fuck it, sure. Are you at 0 harm now?
Yes.
Nice. So we've got these 2 boys just kind of chilling here in the strange little bungalow.
Can I can also heal 1 harm with magic, right? Use magic?
You can, yes.
Yeah, okay. So I jolt awake in my hammock. Who's there? Who's there?
It's me.
It's Trent. All right,
Me,
okay.
Kevin.
All right, Trent. Good
You
man.
teleported
Good
me
boy.
here.
I look under me. I see this soaked box of comics. I'm like, fuck.
At the top, it's like Action Comics #1, Detective Comics #5. Yeah, like original Supermans, original Batmans, like a lot of Blue Beetle. I'm guessing Kevin's a big Blue Beetle fan.
Gonna sell those on the eBay.
I saw something on Instagram.
But I guess not.
I saw something on
that's
Instagram.
fine.
Maybe you can put it in rice.
Huh? Put it on ice. Put me on ice.
Are you dead?
You know, sometimes I don't get you.
That's objectively the funniest thing for Kevin.
That's for sure the funniest thing for Kevin to say. Absolutely, well done, Henry. So yeah, Kevin, you feel terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. Let's say for you, this is use magic to heal 1 health. But what Kevin actually does is he goes over to his fridge and he opens it and he starts grabbing a bunch of seemingly random stuff from inside. Couple of different, well, from his fridge and his cupboard. Couple of different bottles of alcohol. Couple of we got some spices, some condiments, some food that Trent recognizes, and a couple of bottles of stuff that he does not recognize. And just mixing it all together into a big like NutriBullet smoothie thing.
All right, hey man, roll use magic. Is this the food of the angels that I've heard so much about?
Yeah, this is ambrosia, or this is, I guess, nectar, which I'm trying to recreate from memory. I guess.
Incredible. Okay, what'd you get, man?
All right, let's see.
So he said like
yeah, that's a 6.
That's fuck me. Mark experience.
Like, that's bad.
Mark experience for sure.
Yeah.
And you see Trent just kind of you see Vernon just kind of like just got like Worcestershire sauce, several whole eggs, like shell in, like a strange bubbling black mixture from a brackish oil can style bottle that he pulls out of his freezer, pops in his NutriBullet, blends it, shakes it so much, and then just kind of like puts his hand up in it, and his hand glows a little bit, and he downs it, and then just so much water comes out of this dude's mouth. He just fucking emits more like seawater over the floor. And hey man, there's some fish in it this time. Take one harm.
Yeah, okay.
So the opposite of what you meant to do.
Makes sense.
And he just kind of like he just pukes up just like seawater and kelp and fish all over the floor. And I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
You saw this, like the color of the stuff that he put in. What he puked was pure seawater. None of that came out of him.
Yeah.
Hits the spot. It hits the spot. I might have forgotten the recipe a little over the years. Might have to dig out the old man's recipe book.
Do you need to go to the
Give it
hospital?
a shot. Yeah, the hospital. You need to go to the hospital.
I don't. I'm fine.
But
I got like headbutted a little bit in the fight yesterday, but
You were in a
like
fight? Are you okay? Do you need to go to the hospital?
you were in the fight with me.
Oh, the fight. The fight. I thought you were in another one. You teens are always getting up to no good. All right, I have to go to the hospital. Not the hospital. Can't go to
No?
the hospital. They
Okay.
don't let me back in the hospital.
What did you do at
But,
the hospital?
huh? I don't want to talk about it.
And you see in the corner, you see 2 IV drips with saline solution in them.
Yeah, that's
God.
right. I accidentally killed a nurse.
God damn it, Kevin! I can't tell if you're joking or not.
Oh, it's all in good fun. All in good fun. I am fearing for my life.
How do I help?
I need to. Sailor. I know a guy. His name is Sailor. He works in the house that we work in. In the.
He works at Commander in Cheers?
I want to say the basement.
Now, Trent, how well do you think you know the warehouse workers at Commander in Cheers?
Probably not super well.
Probably not super well. You know what? Fucking roll straight up sharp. Roll 2d6 plus sharp or plus charm, up to you, whichever one's higher.
Charm.
Yeah, roll plus charm. Roll plus charm because you're a people person.
Oh yeah, social guy.
And Kevin's a people angel.
That's an 11 plus 2, 13.
God damn. So 13. Fucking Trent always with the big rolls. So yeah, there's a guy that you've met like a fair few times while working downstairs. He's always been super nice to you. I'm gonna say that he went to the same high school as you, but he was a good fair few years older than you. His name's Ramil, but most people call him Sailor. Big old dude, like big fella. Works the power jack. Works for Trent, Vernon. Christ, downstairs. Lovely guy. One of the most normal dudes you've ever met. Just like a super rock solid normal man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like not a big talker, but like maybe one time like some of the boys were going out for drinks after work, and he came along and fuck, he could put him back. But you know, just like that's probably the main thing you know about him with that charm roll that high. And, you know, actually, fuck it, with the charm roll that high, ask me one question about him that you would know from being a coworker of his.
What's his top Spotify artist?
Run the Jewels. You know what? Actually, no. Royal Blood. Yeah, Royal. It's for any Royal Blood fans in the chat. That's
This one's for you.
That's for you. Mwah. But yeah. So yeah. As soon as he says that, you're like, oh, that guy in the warehouse.
So you teleported us like from 10 minutes away from the person who could save your life to like an hour away by car.
To be fair, I was aiming for the house. I wasn't aiming for the ocean. I was aiming for the house, and I missed. Sue me.
Can you bring us back?
Yeah.
Now I will be
You
real
know,
with you,
that's a
Kevin.
Stellar idea.
Kevin, if you fuck up this teleport roll, it could go bad for you.
Go very,
Yeah.
very, very.
Wait, what are my chances again for this? Let me see.
What are my chances for teleporting?
Well, remember Henry, last time
I have
wasn't
to
a
get a
fail.
10 plus.
Last time was a mixed success, and we ended up in the ocean.
Yeah. You know what? On second thought, maybe we should walk. I'm a little tuckered out. I'm badly injured.
Now, does Kevin have any sort of vehicle parked outside of his home?
Why would he?
It's
Why would he?
incredibly well. I mean, he's got all sorts of stuff, man. He's got urns, but I mean,
you know what? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Let's say he has like a dune buggy, but I would not say that it's necessarily like a vehicle that would have been used any time recently, like questionably operational.
Oh, I imagined he had like a vintage like Harley Davidson or something. Some like classic motorcycle.
He's got a boat and a Sea-Doo, but neither of those will help you get into town. So yeah, Trent, you help your strange, lithe manager to his feet, and you head outside of his deceptively large bungalow, and you see underneath a tarp and some shawls a truly old dune buggy just kind of sitting there amongst the sand. There's like a seagull on it.
I feel like small town cabaret and like young, like man from the suburbs, Trent has some experience with cars.
You got some buggy experience to you. I'd say that's fair. What do you do when fucking?
I just want to see like if it can be operable. Like, is it in any state to work?
Hit me with an act under pressure, I'd say.
All right. Act under pressure. That is a 3 + 1. That's a 4.
So do mark experience.
Oh wait, sorry, hold on. Wait, I'm my experience thing is full. Do I?
So you are leveled up, but that's not going to go into play just yet. But look
Okay.
over the possibilities for leveling up, and keep something in mind because it might come up this session, or if it doesn't come up today, it'll be here by next session.
Because there has to be like reason for the level up, right?
Yeah, like either like
kind of like an anime like mid-fight like unlocking.
Oh. So you failed quite badly on using this car, in fact.
To be fair, I was just checking to see if it was at all operable. So I think I've just rendered it completely inoperable.
Yeah, you just you sit in this thing's chair just to sit on it, and
it's so rusty.
There are springs in the chair, mattress style, and you get a pretty bad scrape on your back. And these are some rusty springs, so take 1 harm, but tetanus is no joke, folks. If you're not
ring.
If you're not up to date, fuck. Yeah, so you take no harm. But stay up to date with your freaking tetanus shot, folks.
Sorry, not ring.
Necklace. Yeah. And you know what? Actually, Kevin, as Trent sits down on this chair, as he stands up, you see this spring, this jagged piece of metal, and you don't know much about humans, but you know that even that would normally hurt one, and you see there's a big ol' scraped on the back of his shirt. He's absolutely fine.
Oh
Watch out
man!
for the old chair there. It's fillings come off. All right.
So why do you have this? It's not gonna work.
Like a good strong back on a man. I bought it secondhand.
I'd be surprised if it was firsthand.
Well, I found it.
So you didn't buy it?
I found it, and I sold it, and then I bought it back from the guy. It's a long story. I like the car. I will say it's a dune buggy, old enough to be. It looks like it's maybe one of the first dune buggies.
It's rusted to hell.
Yeah, it's at least 60 years old.
Insane.
All right, should we get walking? Because this just isn't gonna happen.
Can't see any other way back.
Are you fine to walk?
I am. Never been better.
He's got legs.
Smoothie.
I'm gonna check my phone.
And I got legs. I'm still drenched.
Yeah. Because Trent probably just didn't think about it last night, I'm gonna check my phone in my pocket and see if I have service.
Your phone has taken on a fair bit of water. I'm gonna say that it is not currently on. Does Trent have an iPhone or an Android?
Probably an iPhone.
Probably an iPhone. Okay. So yeah, your phone is dead.
Damn it.
Now, does Trent have an Apple Watch?
No, but he has Apple Care
on
his iPhone.
Wow.
He doesn't wear his Apple Watch to work.
He doesn't want to flex on his coworkers that hard. I don't believe homie's got the waterproof, in fact. Also, again, for people wondering about the time period, it's 2017. It's year. It's the late teens in America, and we won't worry about the president right now. So yeah, your phone is not currently on, I'd say.
I'm gonna try and turn it on.
It gives you the like water. I don't know if iPhones have this, but it gives you the water in the charging port notification, and it turns on for a second, and you see 2 missed calls and 4 texts, and then the phone promptly switches off.
I asked Kevin, "Hey Kevin, do you have any rice?"
Rice.
Yeah.
Rice. Can I roll for rice?
Kevin strikes me as the kind of guy to get rice.
I would like to think that I have some loose rice in one of my pockets.
You've got like an urn with some rice in it in your house for sure.
I'm gonna take.
Rice. I was keeping some for later as a snack.
Just uncooked rice.
You guys gotta have a snack. Guys gotta have a snack. So
Do I see a
some
hot
rice.
plate or a pot anywhere that would lead me to believe that he is boiling this rice before eating it?
No oven.
Oh, I'm definitely not.
No stove, for sure, yeah.
For sure, no stove.
For sure, no
right?
stove, yeah.
I'm gonna take the nearest like cup-sized, easiest thing I can carry container, scoop up some rice, and then put my phone in it.
Yes, you've got like a 2 wide mason jar with some rice in the base of it with your phone in the rice to seep some of the water out of there. And you guys start your walk into town, and I'm gonna say that you are easily like probably what, an hour's walk away.
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably maybe a little bit more than an hour, seeing that I'm probably not much of a walking state.
Not much of a walking dead. So yeah, you begin your slow trek over these rolling hills with a little bit of that. Why is this like this? You begin your kind of slow walk through the town, or through the spur, the countryside. You are like you're not even near the highway. This isn't where the highway comes out. There's just like a service road occasionally leading to like maybe the occasional farm or the occasional strange compound that is very uninviting to walk towards. As you guys are walking, what are you doing? You just kind of like making very small conversation, manager and employee style.
Yeah. One time I don't know if this is my place, but I'm sorry about Nick.
It was his name was Vic.
Well, I'm sorry about him too. I hope they're resting in peace. I hope.
I wish I had headphones to listen to music right now.
I have some. No, I just have rice on me. I took a bit for the road. It's in my shirt pocket, but hey man, if you want more rice, I have more rice. You ever have rice before?
I've had rice before.
It's kind of like beans, but smaller and, dare I say, crunchier.
Can we just, I've been through a lot. Can we just keep it quiet for a minute?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
As we walk back to Commander and Bruce, can I stop by the porch?
For sure. Well, give me a good
Our
sec.
face cams are frozen.
Yeah, no, I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's
It's frozen. Ooh. Movement.
Henry's good, and Reese is. Why is Reese always fine? Insane, absolutely insane that you're always fine.
Always fun.
So you guys are walking down. You're starting to actually get to a bit of a trail this time, and Trent, roll weird.
All right.
And tell me what the stipulation is for the number that you roll based on your use weird move.
How do you mean?
You've got your use magic replacement move.
Yeah.
And depending on what you roll, tell me what that
Oh, gotcha.
means.
That is a 6 + 1, 7. and I don't have it up right now, but I'm pretty sure I get like a vague emotional insight.
You start feeling kind of angry. You're walking down, and like, sure, like, Kevin's pissing you off a little bit. He's being pretty insensitive to your dead friend. But you're suddenly feeling, like, ticked off kind of out of nowhere. And Kevin, your whole thing is a bit off right now. But, again, you've been in a few, like, wars, right?
Yeah.
You've been watched before. And the only reason that you've, remained corporeal and you're not seafoam by this point is that you've managed to keep yourself alive for a good few thousand years. Something is off right now. And it's definitely something you've felt before, but it's hard to pin down, but something's a little fucked right now.
Can I, am I able to summon my armor like I am my weapon?
I think so, yeah. I think that's super fair.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Can
Alright,
I-
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna draw my trident and summon my armor. Just out of no preamble to that. Just
Tell us a bit. We've talked about your trident before. It's like a silver, like beautiful piece of like fine, light, kind of fishing weaponry. Tell us about this
Yeah.
armor that you suddenly have on you.
yeah. So have you ever seen the Ice Bucket Challenge?
Well,
like
get
that,
ready
but
for the ice bucket armor.
like imagine the Ice Bucket Challenge, but there is no bucket and there's no friend dumping the bucket. And then so it's just a big old sploosh of water
splat.
coming out of nowhere. And when it's when it's it passes to reveal a very intricate set of plate armor. It looks like a steel material with sort of waves, not carved, but like it looks like waves are impressed into it, sort of.
And
if
Trent,
you
you're
look closely-
impressed to see it.
Yeah. If you look closely at the waves, you would see that they are actually moving across the surface of the armor. And
That's sick.
it's a very regal looking kind of
It's very ornate.
It's
Yeah.
ornate, but like it's simplistic in its form, but like complicated in
Yeah.
its pattern, right?
yeah, it's like it's very elegant, very intentionally designed looking. I would say it does not cover my entire body. There's no helm.
Okay, cool. So Trent, as you're suddenly feeling like pretty irrationally like angry and like defensive. Defensive is probably the word that you like. If you could like, because Trent's a pretty in tap with his own emotions guy. You are feeling defensive right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, biologically, if I suddenly felt angry out of nowhere, I feel like my like fight or flight like instincts would like kick in.
Absolutely,
and I'd, like,
yeah.
survey my surroundings.
So you want to call that read a bad situation?
Essentially, I do want to call that read a bad situation. I'm not good at doing that.
No, but you're trying to get a fucking read on things, man.
Yeah, I think I'm more preoccupied with that than like the armor.
Trent takes a lot of stuff in stride, we've noticed.
It really does.
Yeah. But like, I just think I haven't really noticed it yet either, because I'm like more focused on like the emotion that's like been present before me. That's 6 + 2 - 1 = 8 = 7.
Okay, ask me one of the questions.
What are the questions again? I have the thing up in a second.
Let me pull it up.
What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Yeah, hit me with it.
What's the biggest threat? Like, I want to also say, like, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? But it's kind of like the same thing right now. So I'm going to say, what's the biggest threat?
For just half a second, you see the glint, like a very slight glint of light over one of these hills that are kind of above you right now. And as you look up there, you see a very quick flurry of movement. And then, from the side of the hill emerges a woman. She's a kind of short, on the short side, long brown hair, wearing just kind of like a basic, like simple, like like jumpsuit style clothing. She is holding a very large wrought iron, wicked looking sword, and she jumps from the ground, steps in between the two of you, holds her sword to your neck, Kevin, and says, "Babe, what the fuck have you gotten yourself into?" And then we are gonna cut over to Vernon. Let me cut off this spooky music for a
fantastic.
second. Now hey guys, now that's that good shit that I like to see. You know what, actually? Fuck it. I need to go get myself a drink. We're cutting to BRB.
Okay.
That's that cliffhanger shit. Be right back, folks. I'm gonna deafen and mute the boys. I'm gonna put some music on. We're gonna get some beverages. Talk amongst thyselves. Yeah, those other boys can't hear me right now, but how we liking shit so far, folks? I'm just taking a little bit to like rest my vocals and collect my thoughts a little bit before we get back into things. But just so far, thank you for sticking out for an hour and a half. This might be a little bit longer than last night's stream, start responding to that. But yeah, shit's going a little bit. Whew. Things are heating up. We're starting to get a little bit more of the drip. Yeah. Thanks, Slimy. I would like to thank Slimy1, Humidovan, Vibrant Ferret, Big Poppy Arcane, Christoflop, Logger Knight. We had Tall Nan in earlier. We've had Sad Primo, a little bit of M3'd. And to everybody else who's either currently watching or has watched tonight, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it a lot. These are the kind of the highest effort streams that I really do around here, so I really appreciate the positive feedback from you guys. It means a lot to me. Oh, wow. Vernon's got a pretty good be right back message. I'm gonna mute my desktop audio for a sec, folks. So you're gonna have to be Oh, and Steph! Oh my god, hi Steph, how's the shack? So yeah, I'm gonna be muted, and you guys aren't gonna hear the music for a sec, because I'm just gonna chat shop with the players. You guys are gonna have to deal with dead silence for a second. Be right back. I fucking saw that Big Poppy Arcane, just so you know. When
Ooh, Big Poppy.
Big Poppy bringing in the hot
Better
takes.
watch yourself.
You better watch your back, man.
You better.
So we
Thank you.
God,
You had such excellent one-liners before.
Henry X Kevin
now.
fan art?
yeah, we're finally getting some
Ooh.
fan art of Kevin and Henry kissing.
Kevin and Henry.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Yeah,
Can't
I
wait
mean,
for that.
Huma, we always knew that it was going to be you, but the only question was when. So Vernon, what
Yes.
when do you think you would have woken up this fine Wednesday morning?
Oof. Well, I don't know if Vernon exactly went to sleep. Probably just
Fair.
more
Dude,
sort of.
does Vernon sleep, do you think?
Not usually.
He can, it's just kind of a bore.
He can, yeah. Like, if anything, he prefers to just lie in silence with his eyes closed, pretending to sleep.
Isn't that us all? Isn't that just the human or the vampire experience?
Oh, wow. Truer words have never been spoken.
So yeah, it's
so-
it's quite early, I'd say, at Commander and Shears,
Yeah.
and the music kicks on automatically as it always does. In
Oof. That's what
Max,
gets
I think you have
Vernon.
a-
I'm just
I think
not
you
a
have two
fan of
sound cues
them
playing at
jingles.
once again.
oh, I do. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, so we just want the Cheers general unoccupied store theme. And yes, Big Poppy, it is a beer, and it's very nice. So yeah, you wake up, or you kind of rise, Nosferatu style, probably before the sun rises. Head on out into the head on out into like the warehouse space and kind of take a lay of the land. The very big kind of garage door that separates the outside from the inside, door style, is closed. There's still a fair bit of blood on the ground, and whew,
Yeah. Oof.
what does Vern do this fine morning?
Vernon, I guess, is blood definitely tempting. That is, I guess, it is a crime scene. Probably should not tamper with the evidence.
And
But
Vern
at the
is
same
nothing.
time-
He's nothing if not a respectful citizen.
Yes, exactly. But at the same time, that is, blood on multiple reasons. One, that is just blood on the ground. That is just someone has just dropped their fries on the ground, and they are a little fresh, if anything. 5-second rule. And B, blood on the ground, just not a great thing to have in your store, especially as a manager.
Yeah. So it's really you've got a lot of conflict here. Now I'm gonna say that
Yeah.
it's like what, like 6 in the morning, 5-6 in the morning.
Probably, yeah, 5.
Yeah. Mads emerges from her office groggily, just still smoking. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go I'll see if I can find a fucking closed sign and put it on the front door. Can you wait outside for the cops to show up?
Yes, sounds good.
Oh, cool, man.
I have an important world building question.
Hit me with it.
Ooh, yes.
Does Mads smoke jazz cigarettes?
Not at work, right?
Not at work, obviously, but
I'm gonna say Trent does not know if Mads smokes that loud herb that we call marijuana.
okay, I don't care if Trent doesn't know. I want to know.
Well, maybe it'll come out in the tapestry of the narrative, bro. You have to get us there.
Yeah, let it happen naturally. This may be a supernatural RPG right here, but we want the storytelling to be 100%
I will
natural,
say that
organic.
one time Commander and Cheers had a sushi night, and Mads was very good at rolling up some fucking tuna maki, my guy.
So they had a
Mads,
sushi
Hell yeah.
night at a grocery store where they made sushi.
yeah, bro, it was, and we didn't like that they called it this, but it was because it was Oriental night, and we told Den not to call it that, and then he insisted.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we did have the hot dogs meal last time.
You could
So
say
that checks
Daniel.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just a
Genuine.
better manager on call that night. So yeah, Vernon, you open up the large garage door, I'm guessing, and stay
Yep.
out of the direct sunlight, but kind of there's a fair bit of shade on this back end of the building. And you're out there for like 30 minutes before Detective Ted Yinzer shows up. Now he's a
Ooh.
tall, bespectacled guy, just kind of wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. with like his badge on a chain around his neck, whatever, you know, detective style. He pulls up in his what type of car does Ted drive? Ted pulls up in a Mazda 3. He's got a folder full of papers, and then a little while after that, a squad car pulls up with two, you know, actually dressed sheriff's deputies. There's not a real police force in Cabaret. It's still kind of on the sheriff's deputy kind of thing, but they are ones that are here like literally all the time. You know, small town style. And Ted kind of walks up to you and holds out his hand for a handshake.
I guess I let it rest there for an awkward second or so before reaching out slowly with mine and giving just a slow handshake.
Yeah, that's about what I figured. Also, sharp nails, man. You gotta trim those. Personal hygiene's everything. So you've not like you've not cleaned up anything inside, have you?
No. Yeah, it's left as is. You know, figured it'd be best for the investigation if everything was left as it was.
Yeah, I mean, you're not opening the store today, are you? We've made it pretty clear that we don't want people on the scene just yet, seeing as this is the scene of a murder. I had some officers out last night looking for this Kevin and Trent, based on your description. No sign of either of them. There's a note out in the paper today insisting that they contact us, or if people see them, they contact us. We don't have any file photos for them, but just, you know, we've got their names and addresses.
All right. Yes, I have emailed their company emails, so if they are in a position to check that, they should have received them. And
just at that moment, the bright green, doorless, cheap Cherokee of one Daniel T screams into the parking lot. Says, he comes swish, swish, swish in his now burgundy corduroy suit. Says, and he just like brushes right past Yinzer. He says, "Vernon, talk to me. Yes. What's going down?
Hello, Daniel.
I got Mads' email, and I don't like what I'm hearing, Vernon. Specifically, that the store is open and there's blood all over the floor."
Well, I'm pretty sure the store is closed. I think Mads went to put a closed sign on.
Now, that is a third thing that I don't like about this situation, Vernon, and I would like an answer about why, what, where, and how yesterday, my guy.
Why? I'm not entirely certain about that one. Where? It was here at the store. How? I don't know if I can really... How with armed teenagers is the how.
I fucking knew it. I absolutely knew that this was going to happen one of these days. I've been saying that we don't let teens into the store anytime post 3 p.m. for fucking years now, Vernon. You've heard me, Vernon!
And I haven't. You know, I am starting to see... I think I've come around to that point, and I do very much agree with you now.
This is why I like you, Vernon. We've always been on the same page, man. Now, who's this chuckle fuck standing next to me, and why does he have a clipboard? And Detective Ted says, yeah, I'm... Fuck, what is Ted? I gave him a bit of a voice. Yeah, I'm... wow, they're similar. Yeah, I'm Theodore Yinzer, big city detective, kind of a fucking big deal in Santa Maria, if you've heard of it. Vernon, who's this guy? And you've found yourself right in the crossfire between two busybodies. Tell me,
yes,
yeah.
This is the store manager, Daniel T.
Can I get that, yes, sir, I would like to speak to you in your office when you have a moment's, looks him up and down, pause, and he kind of, like, shoots you a look as if you two are in on a joke, you know, asshole style, and, Daniel says, I don't like this one bit, Vernon, I don't like this one bit, I have to go answer some emails, and I'm gonna make sure that there's nothing out of place on that stock, because remember, it's still inventory, so I don't care if one of our grocery boys got murdered. I want you to get someone mopping this spot up, I want you to get your warehouse boys bringing in that pallet of mystery meat that's just fucking sitting there, and then you come see me in my office, okay? Right. And you look away, look back, look away again, and the mystery meat is there. It's weird like that. And Daniel goes storming past these 5 police officers and goes right into his mysterious main floor office.
That's alright. It does sound like if we could if you could take some quick samples here, we would like to get things cleaned up here. That's all right.
Well, I'm gonna get someone taking photographs of the whole scene. Obviously, I'm gonna take samples of the blood, but so I need to run my investigations police style before
Police
I
style,
truly.
got it.
Thank you. Exactly. Someone watches procedurals around here, and he holds his hand out for another handshake. And while he's doing that, he's like, "Yeah. So I need you to. I will be quite." Left hand, bold, a bold left-handed handshake. Now I'm gonna need to. I'm gonna need to take you, not in, just because I'll do it all here. I need you
alright.
to contact every employee that was here last night for questioning. Do you have CCTV cameras in the parking lot? Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Black and white. Quality.
Poor.
Probably not the greatest. You
For
can
sure poor.
make out shapes and some shades.
I'll need to take a look at that. But first, and he pulls out like a bunch of paperwork. He's like, I'm gonna need to come with you to your office, and we're gonna need to go over some shit. And he goes,
Alright.
Hurley, Michaels, you know the drill. And if I was going too fast for you earlier, buzz me and I'll go over the procedures for you. Yeah. And these two kind of just normal people are like, yeah, Ted, well, Christ, okay. And they get to work, like taking pictures of the scene and like writing shit down or whatever. And Ted Yinzer takes you into your office and sits down in your chair.
Wow.
And just kind of points. He kind of points to
Hate
the
that.
hard black plastic chair across from your desk. He's like, please take a seat.
Ooh, ooh. I disgrudgingly pull it up and sit in it.
Now, real quick, you run me through everything that happened last night. And he pulls out a clipboard, takes a piece of legal rule paper from your desk and a pen from your desk and starts taking notes.
Ooh, I'm not a fan of this Yinzer fella. Well,
Do you say that out loud?
I do not say that out loud. No, that is
That is a private thought.
that is a private thought. Well, you see there, Mr. Yinzer. Last night, I was in the office here. I was taking stock of all the groceries. Doing the regular rounds. We were on inventory duty, making sure all the oats were everything was clean. When I heard a commotion. I heard some shouting. I believe it was Trent's voice that I heard, calling for help. So I step up through the entrance that we came in through here, through that back way there.
The back way?
Yes.
And will the CCTV footage corroborate this?
It should.
Thought so.
And I saw then there were three teenagers who had were dragging one of the other employees. Vic was his name. Around, and then Trent ran after them along with the other manager on the scene, Kevin. Now I will note that what both of these employees did was strongly against company policy, and I did yell at them many times to back away and let the authorities deal with it. So.
And you were talking with the police dispatch at the time?
Yes, I was on the phone with the police dispatch at the time.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And
Well,
now, again, it must be stated that while these mysterious teenagers are for sure our top suspects, seeing as people have seen this happen, if I find this Kevin and Trent duo, this Bonnie and Clyde of small town murder, takes a sip of his Red Bull, they will be immediately taken into custody. Do you have their addresses on file?
Yes, I should. I check my. If you would allow me access to my desktop over there, I can provide you with them.
And he stands up, and he just he steps away an inch from the chair. And you go through the paper files, and you see that Trent lives at 1595 Beach View Lane.
Beach View.
Yeah.
And
Represent.
and Kevin lives at 123.
It's just
Alpha
the rest
Road.
is blank.
The rest is blank. He is not. He's not filled out anything
Oh,
else. No.
shit.
And for his under his payroll, it says just fucking mail me, I guess.
I like to think that his address that he put, like what he put in her address, is his coordinates, like on a map.
You know what? Actually, no, fuck it. There's definitely like there is longitude and latitude on there, and also just 123 house.
House Street.
Yes. Here are their addresses right there. And as you can see on the same spreadsheet, there is their contact information, their company email.
Continues taking violent notes. Now, I would like to see these CCTV footage now. That's pretty much all that I need from you at this moment, Mr. Roberts. Could you take me to your security room, please?
Yes, that will just be with Mads, and yeah, I will lead Detective Yinzer over to the security room.
Yeah, and you go towards Mads' office, who has like the CCTV footage and also like all the accounting shit, like bunch of like it's a well decorated office. I'll say it's one of the, like she opted to have carpeting in there. There's a nice, very tasteful painting on the wall. Some low intensity bulbs above head to cut through. Mads with her headaches. It's constant with her.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of the low intensity bulbs.
And she's just like sitting there in her desk again, continuing to just smoke a cigarette, and she's, yep, hi, hi, Yinzer, yeah, and she's like, yeah, that would be me. So now I'm gonna need you to clear this office. I will be interviewing you next, Ms. I don't believe you gave me your name last night, and I'm looking over my notes, and it does not appear to be here. Matt's like, yeah, it's. I was about to say Estevez again. We can't have a third one. We absolutely. It's fucking Albarn. Her name's it's Madeline Jacqueline Albarn. Should I stay here? Should I go? I don't think Vernon knows how to use the security system. I'm gonna be real with you. So if you want any like.
Oh no, I do not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So she walks over to the little kind of screen in the corner and takes out this little remote. And hey, Reese, are you updating the notes sheet as we speak?
No.
Can you please? So
Yes,
I don't forget.
was.
Thanks, bud.
What was the last name?
Albarn, Albarn. For all you music fans in the chat, that one's for you. Yeah. And she goes through, and it shows this grainy, shitty CCTV feed from the parking lot, and where we see, like, at 7 frames per second, just like there are these figures in the corner of the yard. We see Vic go up and speak to them. One of them tries to offer him a bag, and at that you see Ted write down notes incessantly. Then you see, a burst of movement in between, like, 4 frames, and then Vic is on the ground. Suddenly, Trent is out there, attacking one of these figures with a hockey stick. And then it just, again, in between frames, Kevin just appears in the parking lot. And it's, for you, Vernon, suspect, but yeah, he's like, oh, what's that? What's that, Mr. Roberts?
Oh, well... I think that was just the low frame rate. It looked as though.
No, I had assumed. It's weird that you're bringing it up. You should know that.
No worries. My first time seeing this footage as well. So.
And then Kevin fucking like starts to get into a fight with one of these rat men, and then 1 frame later, the rat man is all the way across the fucking parking lot. And then he pulls out what, again, it's a very low frame rate / resolution, but he pulls out some form of weapon, and again, Ted is writing furious notes down on his paper, and then the rat men seemingly disappear, and then we see one, the Vic's body is carried inside, and there is like a CCTV footage of like, the inside, and we see that Trent, like, head and hands on that chair. Mads goes into the office. You go to look for something. We see one of the rat men, it's not visible as a rat on the CCTV footage, run into the back of the warehouse space. Next, we see a rat man very sneakily. Oh, sorry, we see Trent stand up quickly and walk outside. And then we cut to the CCTV footage in the break room where there is a microphone, and we hear a slight bit of sobbing from Trent as he picks up his bag and very calmly and collectively just walks out. Past Kevin and just like off into the distance, seemingly in the same direction as these other rat men. Then again, in between frames, Kevin just fucking vanishes outside, and we see another rat man, the one that was holding the bag, slowly sneak in to the warehouse area, pick up Vic's body, and start taking it away from the parking lot. And then we see just at the very edge of the camera, it opens the bag and is kind of hunched and huddled all over Vic's body.
Ooh.
And it's seemingly like grabbing Vic by the head, and like Vic starts shaking pretty violently, and then it just seemingly drags its Vic's body out of the corner of frame. And Ted Yinzer says, "Well, I must say that Kevin and Trent disappearing is certainly still very suspicious, and I would like to get their alibis for the whole situation. This does not directly implicate them as the ones who attacked them. This does, back up the story. Story, not facts, story that you told me about what happened here tonight, and we do not currently believe, and I'm saying we as in the police force of the United States of California, do not currently believe that Mr. Kevin nor Mr. Khatri are the ones who are also suspicious that you don't have the man's last name on file. I will say, is he an illegal immigrant? And you have to tell me or else it's entrapment."
I'm pretty certain he is not. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's been living in California for longer than I have, and I've been here for quite a while.
What are you, British?
Welsh, but I guess.
Sheep fuckers, the lot of you. And he walks out of the office. And we're gonna cut.
Ooh, that's
Max
easy.
loves making unbearable authority figures.
And we're gonna
Making Vern's blood boil.
we're gonna cut back to the rolling hills, where Trent, you have just seen this strange figure duck behind one of these hills over the top there, and then suddenly from this cliffside, or this hillside, I guess, Amber, your girlfriend, oh my god, appears from the earth below you, pulling a wicked, incredibly long 2.5 hand Zweihander sword, seemingly from the earth below her, made of a wicked wrought iron, spiked around the handle and deadly sharp along the blade, and holds it directly to your throat, Vernon. And I did just chop my headphones off my head, so give me half a second. Kevin,
Do you
sorry.
mean Kevin?
I meant Kevin, yeah. Kevin, something awful familiar about this lady, but no, it couldn't be. It definitely couldn't be. You've lost a lot of water today. And Amber says, "Yeah, babe, what have you gotten yourself into this time? Lovely to see you. I am back in town now. It's how's it going?
Hey,
of
babe.
course. Hi.
Cool sword.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, standard issue. Is he, real quick, buddy, is like, immediate danger is the thing that I can sense from you, right? Like, we've talked about this, like...
Oh.
This
yeah,
dude's not human, by the way. What is he?
He's my manager.
No fucking way. Kevin?
Oh yeah, this is
No. Sorry, work shit. From the Amazon River.
Yeah, the Amazon River.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. You fucking dusted me for like a month when I had no corporeal form. Babe, can I kill this guy? Seriously, like, is he chill?
I mean, he's chill.
I lean over to Trent. Do we know her?
I lean over, equally like conspicuous, and go, "Yeah, she's my girlfriend."
Now, Kevin, you've been an angel, and also shocker to anyone in the audience who didn't know that Kevin was an angel. Kevin's an angel, guys, Castiel style. Kevin, you've been an angel on Earth for a few thousand years, right?
Yeah.
You've dealt with demons before.
Mm-hmm.
You've dealt with this demon before.
Ah.
Yeah.
I see.
She's gone by a couple different names. Originally it was just Pain, or something similar to that. You went to an ancient dig site off the right around one of the thicker bends of the Amazon River, which doesn't narrow things down a lot because it's a pretty big river. And you stopped her from your point of view, fulfilling a pretty evil deed. But it's this, again, pretty short, unassuming woman holding a very big sword. Again, like, right up to ya. She's like, yeah, I would like a few explanations about what is going on right now. Who is that over that hill over there? Why are you with an angel, Trent? Sorry. Like... It's like, of course, so few rules in this relationship. I understand that I have a very busy schedule. I understand that I'm not in town a lot. This is something that you gotta tell me, man.
I mean, it's not like I knew he was an angel.
He's leaking water currently!
Yeah.
From a wound!
Yeah.
Yeah!
I cough up another mouthful of water.
There was a fish in that one! That's not a normal guy thing. You've known this guy for how long?
Oh, a bit. Since I've worked at the store.
Kevin?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here, man?
I like the sword.
Thank you. I got it since the last time we saw each other. I got a promotion.
I gotta be honest, I'm not in the best of shape.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
I'm gonna be real, man. What actually is stopping me from killing you right now?
Well, we're right on the way to the the hospital. What, Trent?
He's on
Have you
his
met Trent?
deathbed.
It's not a good look, I'll give you that, and it's not currently in my purview. Are you in immediate danger, Trent? Because I'm gonna be real, I dropped some big shit to be here. And I'm not sorry. You know what? That was guilty. That was guilting you. I'm very sorry. What's going on? Give me a...
Our store was attacked by ratmen.
Ratmen. Like,
yeah,
men... Sorry, like... Was it a full moon last night? No. No, it's not a full moon for... time. But... So, like, not ratisthropes, though. Like, rat men.
Yeah. I guess.
Kevin, did you see anything? Also, weird that you're here, I'll say, for me. Weird that this is weird for me. I don't like mixing, like, the home and work life a lot. I'll say.
Would I have known what the rat people are actually like called? Probably wouldn't. Would I have?
Roll me weird. Roll plus weird.
Okay.
I'm gonna fill Amber in on the situation and be like, oh yeah,
8.
If you remember. Do the 8.
So you've probably met with different types of tropes, be they ursotrope, lycanthrope, ratisthrope, anything that's a human that turns into a bestial form at certain times of the month.
Right.
And I don't want to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear it. That's not what this felt like. I mean, it was not the full moon. You have a pretty strong connection to the moon, tides style. And that's basically not what this was. I'm gonna say that this is not something that you have ever dealt with before. You've dealt with the magics of hell. You've dealt with the magics of the ocean. You've dealt with, the things that walk the line in between the two. But this is something different. And you kind of fill that much information into Amber. And she just kind of like puts her sword in the ground. She's like, well, fuck, I don't know. I mean, I can get us... I don't... Trent, baby, you gotta know that Yeah, what's up?
Do you remember game night last month?
Yeah. We did some Yahtzee.
We had Vic over, too.
Oh, how is the kid? Yeah, good guy.
He passed away.
Oh,
he was the one that was kind of being
No, he's.
Hmm?
But he's not though.
What do you mean he's not?
Like, I kind of know when people have died a bit, and he's not. Well, wait a minute. And she just kind of like goes off in the corner, and you just see like her. She just pulls up like just bones from her pocket. She's just like just kind of like looking over them. She's like, "That's new. This is new. I'll give you that. This is a new situation for me to find myself in, because
It's new?
he's not dead, but he's not here, I'd say."
He did have his throat slashed from ear to ear.
Because, like, for you guys, that's pretty dead, right? And he was a
That's
human.
very
He was a human man.
As far as I'm aware. I mean, he said so what happened was he was kind of like zoning out, staring at like these hooded figures in the parking lot. And then
These were the rat men?
These were the rat men. But I didn't know that at the time. And he was like, "Oh, like don't worry, like I know them." But they just kind of looked like rowdy boys. So I asked them kindly to step off the property, or I have to get the manager. And none of the teenagers like dealing with Vern. He's a bit of a stern Vern.
I have heard you call him that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Vern your teacher?
Yeah. Same.
Oh,
same
crazy. One. Yeah. Sorry.
Small
yeah.
world.
It's very small town. I mean, small town, right?
Small town.
Now I need you to be 100% honest with me, okay?
Yeah.
Because if you answer this question yes, or even maybe, I'm gonna need to go and find some shit now.
All right.
Did you see like a crown or like a holy sword or like anything in that type? Like, were they like? Did they have?
It definitely seemed like a fight over a possession, because he had a bag that was kind of being targeted.
Okay.
It looked small enough to hold a crown.
Kevin, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm gonna get you some help because you being in full form would be helpful right now.
Can I roll to throw up again?
I'm gonna say you do. You for sure throw up some more seawater, maybe a little. This time it's like mainly sand, and that's bad. That's not good when that happens. Yeah. Kevin, this ain't either of our shit. This is different, and I don't like that. Different isn't manageable. So where do you need to go? Because I can take you there, and then I'm gonna need to go for a while. Trent, same shit. If you're in danger, I'll grab the necklace and say our safe word, and then I'll show up. But like for real, man, this is hey man, I love you. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Do not die, please. Kevin, you know what, fucking Kevin? If my boyfriend dies, it's you. It's your ass.
It's your ass, man.
Thank you, Trent. Actually, thank you, Trent. Keep an eye on this dude. Fuck the ocean. I've been telling you this since minute 1 of us dating. Love the beach, fuck the ocean. This guy is why they're all like this. Okay. Kevin, where do you need to go so that you're not dying right now, so that you can use your magical fucking spear or whatever it is to make my boyfriend not die? And also, again, and she just like points over the hill, there is someone up there and I really do not like it.
Can I
sailor? Whereas
Oh yeah, we need to go back to a commander in cheer.
I'm just like retching up like lumps of wet sand mostly at this point.
Oh God!
I feel like I should be at like full capacity dying.
You are at full capacity harm now for sure. Yeah. You want to take you back to the store? Is that where this guy can heal you?
Yeah. Also, I want to like let her know how I felt angry when I noticed like the person in the woods or whatever, unless it was like her emotion that I noticed.
We for sure need. Hey Kevin, sidebar. Trent, I'm so sorry. Can I have a sidebar with Kevin real quick?
Go for it. Your privacy
Yeah,
is
what's that?
important to me.
This is, first of all, Kevin, isn't he great? He's great.
He's great.
I can't talk to a lot of people who know him. He's great. Yeah, most of the people in my work life, like, you get it, like people like from like our
He's a
kind
good
of
kid.
he's a
He's a
super
good
he's
kid.
a super good guy. You've noticed, right? You've got, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Trent. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do not want you to think that's the only reason that I'm like going out with him. Like, genuinely phenomenal guy. Like, I love him to pieces. So cute, so great. But you've noticed, right? No fucking way. Is that why you're in Cabaret? That's funny. That's actually funny, though. Okay. Christ. I'm gonna be real, man. Trent?
Yeah.
We'll talk so soon, and I'm so sorry. It cannot happen right now. I have some people that I need to talk to quick, okay? This
For
is
sure.
like... This is work stuff to the nth degree. This is big archaeology bullshit, or whatever the fuck we're calling it now. Okay. So you just want to go to the store?
Yeah.
Kevin, do you know this guy's, like, address? Is he gonna be there?
I never paid attention to the schedules.
I feel like they would have called all employees, right? Because there was a murder.
I mean, you can feel that.
I feel like they might have told everyone to go home
Yeah.
because there's a murder. I mean, I know the guy, which would help me get there, but I don't know how would I be able to know where he is?
I'm gonna say that you would have
else?
been to his house before. Kevin doesn't seem like the
okay.
most cognizant person of like addresses and shit. And she just turns to you and she's like, "Kevin, can you just?" And I do know. Can you
I have
just?
an idea.
What's up, babe? What's up?
Unknowingly, like it's not like Trent actually said I have an idea, but like, can I use my magic weird empathy powers to like feel the location because he'd been there before, right? And he's like trying to think about it, but because he's not cognizant, obviously he's not going to remember the address.
Sure. Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
the
No. Like.
location he was
Well.
feeling?
Do your use your magic thing for your opening up your mind to the emotions of other people. And I'm gonna say that you know Sailor. You've met him a couple times, so
Yeah.
It's there's precedent there.
I'm basically like trying to like feel the connection to like Sailor, like from what I know in his like mind, kind of thing. Fuck. It's a 5.
Oh my god.
My mind is overwhelmed with emotion.
You suddenly
overwhelmed with my emotion?
Earlier you felt like angry plus protective. Now you feel like vicious. You feel like seething. Like it's an irrational, impossible anger. You are worn out. You are at the edge of your chain. You are hungry. You are tired, and you are ready to be more. You feel unfulfilled. You feel like potently angry. And as soon, Kevin, you get a wash of just bad coming from Trent right now, and you and Amber just like same time necks just snap to look at this dude as you were just like, Trent, you feel terrible.
Yeah. Can I paint a little bit of a picture?
Hit me with it.
I want Trent to, as soon as he feels this kind of animalistic urge of like anger and dissatisfaction, drop to his knees, and like his like arms are like kind of contracting, and then like he like drops down onto his like elbows and like forearms and like screams into the dirt, sort of like, you know, in movies when like a werewolf transforms and they like it like looks like painful and they're like hunched over and like kind of like screaming at the ground, kind of that vibe. Like just like, and like it's completely like involuntary.
And Amber like fully, she drops her sword to the side and she just rushes to your side, Trent, and she just like has her hand on like the small of your back, just like, you know, little rubs the small of your back. She's like, okay, yeah, bad, okay, fuck me running. Kevin, I'm going to take the two of you to the store. If this fucking guy is there, you deal with him. If not, get yourself in better shape and get some type of protection, because I can't let this dude die. and you are... Kevin, you are my best bet right now. And you know how bad that is for me, right? You gotta know how bad... Kevin, I'm gonna lay this on the line. I trust you right now. And I don't trust a lot of angels, man. Okay?
It's good to hear.
Drop the shit.
Glad to hear it.
Drop the shit right now. Can I trust you?
I'll protect Trent.
Thank you. Okay.
She asked the dying man.
God. Trent, I'm not gonna be there when you get there. I will talk to you soon. Is your phone broken right now? Because I texted you a lot earlier, and I didn't hear back from you, and it stressed me out. Like, this is not an attack. I was just really, really worried.
I do think Trent is still, like, kind of, like...
For sure. Okay, yeah,
like,
no, not the time.
I think
not
he's,
the
like,
time.
laying, like,
Yeah.
on his, like, side, kind of, like, dazed and, like... I don't want to say foaming at the mouth.
But bad.
kind
He's
of, like,
doing poorly. He's absolutely
He's
doing
doing
poorly.
poorly.
Trent,
But he kind of, like, points at, like, the mason jar of rice with the phone.
okay, if that works out, great. If not, you know my number, and just, like, call me, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad, man. Trent, we've been in some shit before. This is worse, I will say. There are laws to heaven and hell. There's only so much that you can get from molten rock and from the deeps of the ocean. This is something different, and I don't know what to tell you, but it's really not good. And she's like, okay, now I need you to lie down as if you were in a grave, okay?
I'm gonna say I'm already pretty close to the ground. So
Cool. Yeah, no,
not a
great
huge stretch.
for me. Very good stuff for me. Okay. Happy trails. I'll be in contact soon. I really hope. And just good luck. Just good luck, I guess. Trent, you know I love you. And well, I mean, fuck, man, here goes nothing, and you two...
As that happens, Trent, like, looks up at her and, like, mouths, because he's still, like, kind of convulsing a little bit.
You're still, like, in middle of panic attack mode.
Yeah, he mouths the words, love you.
And she just kind of, like, looks at you, and just kind of, like, you know when someone, like, braces their mouth because they don't want to, like, show emotion? She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And you feel just earth, like, just grave dirt roll over you. And I'm gonna say, Kevin, doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel good for you.
That sounds awful.
And
Not
like
even a
Trent, you
character
feel
that does
calm and cool and like comforted, like a nice weighted blanket over you. Kevin, you feel suffocated and scarified. And the two of you appear in the Commander of Cheers parking lot, in a small pile of dirt, and you're there. Now, yeah, I'm gonna say that Ted is currently in the employee lounge talking to some of the employees that were here last night, grilling them in the same way that they were with you, Vernon. Where's Vernon right now? And it's about 10 a.m. at this point.
All right. Well, it does sound like that after the investigation, Daniel would like to open the store. So Vernon is trying to harness the employees who have already been grilled to get them to clean up the store, clean up the area, finish doing the inventory that wasn't quite completed last night. Getting the mystery meat back on those shelves.
I'm gonna get you to roll manipulate someone to see how well these employees are listening to you right now. When they, I'm gonna say, definitely know that there was a homicide on the grounds last night.
Ooh, spicy. That is an 11 plus 2, so that is a 13.
Damn, crazy stuff. So you just, like, there's all these people, they're just, like, huddled in, like, the main, like, building, as they've left the employee lounge. They're all in the pet aisle, and you just appear from behind them you stand up to your full height, which I'm gonna say is, like, taller than most people think Vernon is. If you see in the art down there, Vernon's usually pretty hunched, but Vernon's a big guy. And,
yeah.
And what do you say to these employees that gets them to snap to it so effectively?
Well, what are you doing there? We have a store to clean. Come on.
Oh God, Vernon, I'm
go.
so sorry. Vernon, it's, Daniel, see, and they just scatter, and the tills are opened, the deli is opened, like the last bit of inventory is done, and the closed sign on the door, which says closed, wink for now, says open, come on in, and there's like a little picture of like a army drill sergeant doing like a little bit of like a flirtatious salute. Sorry, make that a little bit more flirtatious, Reese. Nice. Yeah, so it's pretty much that, and you see
in the back of his mind, Vernon calculates the cost-benefit ratio between having an employee murdered every so often and the gusto that these employees are filled with afterwards.
And I'm gonna say that it's looking pretty good for Vernon. Yeah. And then you see like a fairly like decent rush of customers come in. Some kind of chatting to themselves about like the recent events. Some just wanting to get some good products from a well reputable general store. And Daniel is walking around just like being like handing out like coupons for like back to school savings and stuff, just being like, yeah, nothing to see here, folks, nothing to see here, we're just getting back to business as usual. It's a terrible thing that's happened. That doesn't mean that we can't have terribly good savings, ladies and gents. Vernon, back me up here, tell the folks about what we got to do.
Oh, why, we've just received a new mystery meat. This time it's blue.
Oh, God!
These days.
Well, I'm gonna go into my office and make sure that we keep crunching those numbers. And then he just rushes off into the back. And Vernon, someone comes up to you, and it's a short, kind of squat woman, probably in her mid-30s, and she says, "Hi, are you, you're not one of the managers here, would you be, in fact?"
Yes, I am. I am in fact a manager here. Yes,
I should have guessed from the presence that you engage. Now, my name is Diane, and I'm with the Cabaret Chatterbox. Now, heard it through the grapevine that there was a homicide here last night. Now, can I get a few words for the press? We had like a police warning to look out for one Kevin and Trent. But beyond that, we don't have a lot of information about what happened here last night. Vernon, is it? So if you could,
yes.
If you could, give me the inside scoop, and we might even give you a bit of a favorable write-up. You know, you're not a bachelor, are you, Vernon?
Oh well, I'm not quite in the market for.
Well, there might be some people who are in the market for you, Vernon. You know, never let those things close on you. And Vernon, reporters. Yes. Plus vampires, never a good mix. Never a good mix.
No.
And I will say that the Cabaret Chatterbox is the main newspaper / news correspondent within Cabaret, California. And I will say to folks who have been sticking it out for 2 hours and 12 minutes, we're going to be wrapping up pretty soon, but we're going to be hitting some juicy shit in this last little bit. So stick around. Not sure how long the stream's going to keep going, but it'll keep going for not hours longer, but certainly minutes.
Can I grab that name one more time?
Her name's Diane, is the only name that she was given, and she's the seemingly the main correspondent for the Cabaret Chatterbox. And thank you for keeping up our notes, Reese. Good shit.
Very good. Well, at this moment in time, I am not permitted to give you any information at all. This is under order of the authorities. They're currently doing their investigation. If you would like to inquire more, then you can speak to Daniel, the manager. And if not, you can enjoy our great sales. The Blue Mystery Meat has just arrived. I will be in my office if you do need me, which I hope you do not.
Now,
and I walk off.
and you walk away from her mid-conversation. Now, as you walk towards the service elevator that leads you towards the basement area of the store, you do see... you would see this as you go down there. So you head down the rickety service elevator towards the basement, where the music becomes... just a little bit more subdued. It's still pumping down here, as it always is.
Unfortunately.
It's quite bad, yeah. It's Vernon's not a fan. And with the police's permission, a lot of the blood has been cleaned up down here. And again, in the parking lot and down here, there was you feel like you know about the blood capacity of your average teenager. You feel like this dude was pretty much drained down to zero. Like, the tank was pretty much empty on this fella by the time he was carried out of here. Which is not like unusual, but like he bled a lot from that neck wound. Just something that Vernon would notice.
Oof. Yeah.
And you see Brent Estevez is kind of shakily sitting there in the corner, and he is wearing his steel-toed boots this time. And he's just like,
thank goodness.
Vernon, is there anything
Yes.
that we could do this time? And then you see Ramil Sailor, who had just finished closing just before we had done the events of previous night's stream. And he's like, yeah, Vernon, I've put away some of the pallets that you were asking me to do so, and I'm pretty sure that on my end of things, there's not much that needs to be done. So I'm just, here if you need me. You've not
very
seen.
good.
I heard that Kevin was missing. Have you seen him? Also,
I've not seen him recently. Have you?
no, I've not, and I don't. Vernon, is it true about Vic? Is he?
Well, I'm not entirely certain. From what I could tell, he was not in a great shape. But you never know. Some people are quite resilient.
Vic was he was a sturdy guy. I'll give him that. Okay.
He was a good employee.
Vernon, is it okay if I take my break a little bit early? Vic was a good friend of mine, and I know I would not ask this if it were not extenuating circumstances. And if you say no, I will understand, Vernon, and I will continue working to the utmost of my ability, as you know.
Well, you know what? Look, well, we luckily did get things a little under wraps this morning, so I think we can afford to have you take your break. So if you would like, you can take your break a little early, but do make sure that it is your.
I'll take my.
is-
I'll just take my 15, and then I'll be right back on
Good.
the. I'll be right back on the floor. Thank you, Vernon. And
Good.
he walks out the kind of garage doors outside, and as he walks past, you see that there's a pile of dirt in the parking lot. It's weird, and Trent / Kevin, this is like pretty soon after you appeared in this little like pile of grave dirt. And you
Trent's asleep.
And Trent's asleep. Trent's for sure asleep. And Kevin, you see Ramil Sailor, or Sailor as you've grown to call him, is walking to the employee lounge outside the building, which is perfect for you because this is just the fellow you were looking for.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna try and call to him. I don't know how. I'm imagining that I'm pretty on death's door here. So
yeah, you're
how-
doing bad. You've
So I'm
just
kinda
had
like,
you've had
thinking.
demon magic used against you. You've walked while severely injured. Yeah. You know what? Fuck
And,
it. Roll act under pressure to see if you can successfully call out to this
Okay.
dude.
All right, that's gonna be a 13.
Fuck yeah!
Ooh.
Wow. So you just
Hey, man.
you spring up with a sudden burst of action, knowing that this is the dude who can help you right now, and he goes, "Oh God, Kevin, are you okay? Are you okay? This is oh,
Clearly not.
is Trent dead?
Trent's asleep. I'm dead.
Oh
I'm almost dead.
God, Kevin, can you? I need to take you to my place, like, now. Can you cover for me when we get back here with Vernon? That guy scares the heebie-jeebies out of me, man.
Yeah, I'll bribe him for you, or kill him, or whatever you want me to do.
I don't really think that's gonna be necessary. Trent, and he, like, kind of, like, gives you a little, like, slap across your face. Like, are you okay, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm gonna take Kevin back to my place for,
I know he's.
oh, fuck,
I'm not
okay.
gonna say anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm gonna heal him with magic now.
What?
Why is that the thing that Trent is surprised by?
Trent, are
Because-
you coming with, or are you gonna stay here? I'll say that the cops are looking for you guys.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the cops. I'll go check in with them.
Okay, I'm gonna take
the cops?
I'm gonna take Kevin with me to my house so I can stop him from like actively dying.
Yeah, what do you want me to tell the cops? Because they're gonna be looking for Kevin.
Oh, he's looking. went after one. He's on the trail of one of those hooded figures. He cornered. I don't know, man. I really don't know, man. I really don't.
Can you, like, how long is the healing going to take?
I live like a 10-minute drive away. It'll take like maybe half an hour while I'm there, so I can be back in an hour probably.
Oh, okay. So I can tell the cops, like, oh, he's under first aid at, like, your place. Obviously, like, they don't know how bad off he is. They don't know he needs, like, hospital attention.
Yeah.
But, like,
so you guys left last night, right? Do you want to?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Because I made a promise to the man that died last night.
Okay, is that what you're gonna tell the cops?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just so I have my story straight, I'll say that I helped Kevin because he went after you and he got attacked again?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Right, so what happened is
Yeah,
I
man.
went
Yeah.
to grab Vic's cat. Kevin followed me for whatever reason. I still don't know why. I got the cat. He got shot? Stabbed?
I got shot before.
Shot before and then
And
stabbed.
then he pricked me.
Yeah. So he got stabbed. I
Right,
tried.
this spine.
I dropped the cat and opened some food before, like, Princess carrying him into the ocean. But I didn't get that far before he teleported us into the ocean.
Yeah, Kevin's not really good at warning you before he does that. Can I apologize for him?
No.
Okay. all good, man. Yeah, sorry. It's all good. Yeah.
But
also,
are you
I will say that
tell...
just to describe Ramil Sailor for a second,
Hmm.
very tall man, like very tan, darker skin, long, luscious, sleek black hair. He's wearing Carhartt overalls with a long sleeve hoodie underneath. He's kind of zaddy.
Kind of zaddy.
Oh yeah, no. Just like tell the police what you will. And when I'll. Can you tell Vernon that to tell the cops that I wasn't here this morning? Just so it's like, oh, I showed up late, I guess. Just like tell Vernon that I'm with Kevin, and tell Vernon that Kevin is injured. I don't want Kevin to know. I don't want Vernon to know that Kevin's an angel.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't. So that's like still bad though. Have you known longer than I have?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, because for me it's like a couple of years now.
For me, it's a couple of hours.
Okay, yeah. Wait, did you know about Vic's whole thing?
Sorry?
Like Vic's whole thing, like the Monster Hunter thing.
You want to tell me a bit more about that?
Ooh,
I mean, like
spicy.
I do need to save Kevin's life, right?
Yeah, well, you can save him first, and then we can have a nice long chat afterwards.
Absolutely. I feel like you have a lot of long chats in your future. I'm kind of like empathic like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
it's weird. I'm feeling the same thing for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, I'll get Kevin back to you like real soon. This is absolutely not great, right?
No,
my
friend is dead.
My friend is also dead.
Yeah, our friend is dead.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry that you weren't there for Risk Night that other time. It's not because we didn't value you as a guy. It was just kind of like the core four.
It didn't work out. It's fine.
It didn't. But like, also, when am I gonna meet this girl? No, not the time. I do want to meet your girlfriend though. She sounds really, really nice, and that photo that you post on Instagram was really, really cute. Okay, I'm gonna go now.
Okay, sounds good.
Love you, man. No, yeah, you know what? Under times
Just
of
save
stress.
Kevin. We'll deal with this later.
Absolutely. Okay. And Kevin, he like takes you into the back of his. He's got like a pickup truck. He's got like a, oh wow, Mighty Platy Bear is raiding with a party of 3. Ah! Boats of Mighty Platy Bear! 3 of them!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that effect has never played before. Insane. Hi, Mighty Platy Bear, and thank you for, oh, this boat sound effect is so long.
Yar!
No.
Yar! God, this boat sound effect is still going, isn't it?
Wow.
Jesus fucking Christ. Stream's going really good, man. We're about to wrap it up, but it's going great. Okay, the sound effects. Okay,
Okay,
so
fantastic.
Kevin, Ramil loads you into the passenger seat of his Ram pickup truck and drives you to his oh, I gotta get I've only got a suburb at night sound backgrounds. That's all that you guys can work with for now. So Ramil takes you to his comfortable 3-story home where he leads you into like the basement suite underneath it, and you see it's pretty Spartan. It's, you know, well decorated, but, you know, pretty, like, it's not cluttered. There's a very large fish tank on the back wall with like a few angelfish and just stuff like that. It's like it's a well kept place, and he just kind of like clears a table and he lays you down on it. What's that, Reese?
I said it's tasteful.
It's very tasteful. And he pulls off his hoodie, revealing these full sleeve tattoos of like runes and like incantations or whatever. And he starts just rubbing his hands together. He's like, okay, man, actually what happened? And can you please tell me what happened to Vic? Because again, So I think the cat's kind of out of the bag with a couple things. I know that you're an angel. Trent knows that I'm a wizard. Well, sorcerer, really. So you didn't know the stuff about Vic, right?
I never paid much attention to Vic, to be honest.
That was, well, I mean, that was, to be fair, that was one of his main things. Vic could stay out of the radar, but, I mean, I know that you're kind of a prophecy guy, but this dude had them in spades, man. He was, like, destined for something big. He's been hunting vampires and demons for the past little while now. And, I mean, he's been doing a really good job. I was kind of on his, like, crew. I was his magic guy. Whenever he needed, like, you know, like a big spell done or whatever, if he wanted, like, a demon cast out. He's been on the trail of this one demon for a good little while now. And so, yeah, it's been... I can't believe I never put 2 and 2 together and got you in contact with him. To be fair, like, I wasn't really in his inner circle. Like, there were 4 of us, and I was kind of, like, the 4th one. I wasn't 1 through 3, if you know what I mean. But yeah, and he starts, like, you know, like, he pulling out, like, tinctures and shit, and, like, there's wind whipping around his apartment as he's doing this, and he's like, you're starting to feel, and, like, you know what, Kevin? Tell us about how you and Ramil first kind of started being in contact like this. I will say that you know that he is a kind of an ocean-based magic user, which kind of lines up with what you're all about. He's got specifically powers over wind is kind of his main thing, but he does have level 3 first aid training, which is also huge. But he's helped you out of some scrapes before. But tell us a little bit about Kevin and Ramil's relationship.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin's definitely the type to get injured semi-often. And semi-often enough so to need, like, medical attention.
Which a hospital could not perform for you.
Yeah. And, you know, we worked in the same place. I think at some point it just happened that we came into, you know, the knowledge of each other. You know, he's patched me up a few times before. A nice working relationship, like, not great friends, but acquaintances, I think.
So he goes over to his saltwater fish tank and, like, spoons out some of the water and just kind of, like, holds it up to your lips for you to start, like, drinking from it. And he's doing some, like, real big magic. Not big magic, but he's doing big magic to, like, heal you from being fully dying. And again, the wind is whipping around this apartment. There's bits of, like, electricity, like, his hair, and he's got a fair bit of it is, like, really, like, standing on end and crackling. And he then just kind of defibrillator style just, like, pops both of his meaty, handsome hands on your torso, and you can mark unstable as not, and go down to the I think it's 3 harm is right before you hit unstable. Yeah, go back down to that, and you feel yourself fill with the light and the healing and cooling power of the sea. Right. And you are feeling much more so yourself after this, like, full, like, half an hour, like, basically like a massage session, really, of just, like, full magic incantation and chanting. And he kind of, like, turns to you and says, okay, I can take you back to work now. Can we say that I wasn't there this morning? So the word is that I was helping you last night, yeah?
We can say whatever you want to say. I feel fantastic. That was awful. What do I owe you? I fish around in my pocket. I have loose rice. That's it.
Sorry,
Loose uncooked rice.
I will say that if you can talk to Daniel and maybe get me a pay raise, that'd be big. But again, I'm not doing this for money, man. I don't want an angel to die because that kind of feels like bad karma for me.
I take some rice out of my pocket and just place it gingerly in his hand.
Thanks, Kevin. Okay, that works.
Spend it wisely, my boy.
That works super great. I'm gonna take you back to work now, and we're gonna cut on over to Commander and Cheer's general store, where Vernon, you see fucking Trent walk into the main building.
Oh my goodness, Trent, get over.
Sorry, I'm
right
late.
Yeah, you.
I should have called ahead, man, but like traffic was crazy, bro.
No. I should have called ahead, and then I hold up the mason jar with rice and my phone in it.
You're still carrying it.
Yeah, I'm carrying it around.
Why'd you bring it to work? I mean,
you know what?
I know why, but
I'm glad that you're apologizing to me, but I think more importantly, you need to apologize to we have a detective here who's been inquiring at you for the past several hours. Where have you been there, young man?
I've been fulfilling my last promise to the most recently deceased.
Meaning?
I was doing what my friend asked of me before he died.
Well,
his final
you know
request of sorts. Last thing he spoke to anyone.
You should know that while you are on the clock, that company policy does go ahead of personal business. So that is.
You are completely correct, sir. And I was trying to follow company policy. The hooligans that attacked and murdered my friend, I was attempting to shoo them off property before I had to get a manager involved because they were lawyering, sir.
Okay, yes, I do understand that you were trying to shoot them off, but please next time do not engage with loiterers, especially if they are armed and attacking other people. That is when you hang back. But you know what, we can save this talking to you for later. Can you please follow me right now? Because there is a detective on my ass, and I would like him to get off there.
I would love to help you with that.
And
thank you.
So. Vernon grabs you by the shoulder with his long, sickly, sharp fingers, and then suddenly another hand grabs you by your other shoulder, and you hear a voice that says, "No, let's get our fucking story straight first." And it's Mads, and she smells strongly of cigarettes. She's like, "You three, we are stepping outside right now, okay?
There's three of us?
You too. Well, I'm including myself in this one, Trent, and do not talk back to me
Trent
right
didn't
now.
say that out loud.
Yeah, okay,
There's
okay.
No way.
We're stepping outside this fucking instant, okay?
All right.
Of course, Mads.
And Mads leads you two out the back door into the beautiful sunlight of the parking lot. Sorry, Vernon, is there... Okay. God, the usual shit. Trent, I'm running this question by you right now. Ratman, yes or no?
I'm sorry?
And we're gonna cut it there, ladies and germs. Thank you very much for coming into session 2 of Surf and Turf Open Season. I'm gonna kill the music, and I'm gonna... Yeah, what background? We want to cut back to the seagull. I would like to, first of all, thank myself, Reese, also known as Trent, Chris, also known as Vernon, and Henry, also known as Kevin. And before we do anything else, I would like to do our end of session questions.
Mm-hmm.
Did you conclude the current mystery?
No.
Oh wait, first of all, Max, I did level up, and I never actually.
I might deal with that. I think we'll save that. I think you being healed magically counts as a time that you could like be collecting your essence to a level up. So that I think that counts. So you did not conclude the current mystery. Did you save someone from certain death or worse? Not really.
I mean,
not really.
Oh wait, Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin could have died.
Like, pulled on the train.
I think that's fair. Kevin definitely could have died.
Okay.
Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
I'd say yes.
Yeah.
My friend was a monster hunter, and Just a cool dude.
Did we
Is
learn
it-
something?
is it one
werewolves were
experience for
murdered.
each of these?
No, give me a second. And did we
Oh.
learn something new and important about one of the hunters? I'd say yes.
me.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say yes, you and Kevin and kind of Vernon. Yeah, we know that Trent is dating a demon of sorts.
The demon. Oof.
We know that
Succubus
Kevin
of
is an
Joyce.
angel. Hey, listen, man. You be fucking careful with that shit. She's more than just her job description, bro. So I'm gonna call that 2 yeses, not 3. So everyone mark 1 additional experience. Has anyone
Level
other
up.
than Kevin leveled up?
All
Yes,
of us
I have.
Okay, so in between this and the next session, you guys can think about what level up option you're going to be taking. I would like to thank Mighty Platty Bear not only for rating this time, but also for following last Monster of the Week stream. I'd like to thank Humadovan, Big Poppy Arcane, Logger Knight, Mighty Platty Bear, Vibrant Ferret, Sad Primo, Humadovan again, Steph, fucking... Tallnan was in here. Slimy One was in here. We had a bit of Bacon Swoop in here. If there's anybody who is currently watching this stream who is not already following twitch.tv/measlymeatloaf, I would highly recommend it, as in future we are going to be doing another one of these streams, possibly wrapping up the Surf and Turf open season arc, possibly simply continuing it. And when we wrap up this arc, it is my full opinion to kill all of you, to do another one, the name of which was maybe revealed on the most recent Monster of the Dead by Daylight stream, which I did. So maybe check that out. The VODs are saved on Twitch, and also they will be uploaded to YouTube very, very soon. And this video will be uploaded to YouTube hopefully by tomorrow night. Sometimes the YouTube upload is a little bit iffy. Chris, do you have anything you'd like to plug at the end of the stream? Hi, Josie Farstar. Lovely to see you. That's a lovely Benjamin.
Yes. If you want, you can find me on Instagram at Christoflop, or you can find me in the real life under the nearest moss-covered log.
Fuck yeah. Chris did the phenomenal art of our 3 pro tags here, the great Vernon, Kevin, and Trent art that is on screen right now. Chris, you got anything to plug? Sorry, Henry.
You can plug your phone charger into the nearest outlet.
Nice.
Yeah, I got normal stuff. Buy Cycron on Steam.
Buy Cycron on Steam
Ooh,
and stream
yes.
the Cycron soundtrack on Spotify and YouTube and Apple Music and wherever you get your good music, except... Is it not...
Except SoundCloud.
It's not on SoundCloud.
It's not on there. But
What
it
about
is on
Bandcamp?
YouTube. It is on Bandcamp.
Excellent.
Reese, got anything to plug? Your fucking Twitter again?
Yeah, my useless Twitter account that I never post to. Go ahead and follow at Zundarel.
Also follow
you need
Zundarel
the
on Twitter.
followers.
Follow Zundarel on Twitch for all the hot speed running streams.
Yeah, that will definitely be coming to 0 televisions near you.
Not a single one of them.
Well,
I will say
the thing is, you're speedrunning the streams, so you're actually
he's doing lowest percent for a stream.
Yeah.
exactly.
I will say, please do, if you're watching this and you're not currently following me, follow. And if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Amazon Prime subscription every month. It gives me free money and it costs you literally nothing. My YouTube and my Twitter are both linked. If you scroll down, if you click on, I think it's the skeleton is for my YouTube and the Odie is for my Twitter. Don't click on Oliver. That's unless you want to give me money. I will be probably doing I'm going to be going on vacation from the 27th to the 3rd, so there will be no streams in that time, except possibly actually, you know what? No, there's not going to be anything during that time. After that, we're going to be returning with some more, possibly another Itchy concession stand, because there's been a lot of hubbub about those in the fandom recently, folks. And we will be doing another session 3 of Surf and Turf Open Season. Not sure when that's going to happen yet. It's probably going to happen post the 3rd of September. But look forward to it possibly Monday the 6th, but no, absolutely no promises. I would like to thank each and every single one of you for watching this stream and for the amazing reception that we got on the most previous Surf and Turf stream. You guys have been like really like, again, this has been something that I've been wanting to do since before I was a Twitch streamer, but since minute one of me being a Twitch streamer. I love DMing, I love Twitch streaming, and I love like interacting with you guys, and I love kind of showing off my like, I don't know, creative chops. And this is the first time I've really done something like hard mystery and spooky like that. Ooh, Big Poppy Arcane did download Dead by Daylight, which means I might have to have a Big Poppy Arcane fucking stream. Humadovan, I'm proud of you. Everyone follow Humadovan on Instagram for some great art. Love all of you very, very much. For everyone watching this in a year from now when I have 14 million YouTube subscribers, just know that you missed something real cool because you weren't here today. Thank you. Stay safe. Fuck the police. And go have some sex if you want to have it. And if you don't, have a nice smoothie.